Now, wait.
Yeah. Can they hear us? I'm waiting for them to respond. They have a delay, so once we see them talking, a bunch of them are saying offline.
Well, yeah. That's what
we're all skinnier right now.
Sound. Okay, that's good. There we go. We've got it. No, we have sound. No sound. Pepper. We have Pepper.
Oh, they recognize my voice.
All right. Hello, welcome to the Dragon Show. We had never had technical problems ever.
Hold on. Let's not do the introduction. Screw that.
Everything is perfect.
Everyone out there, give a huge round of applause to Miko the Mouse, who got this fixed in 90 seconds.
Everything stopped working today.
Man,
everything.
That was crazy. Yeah, thank you very much, Miko. Now you may introduce the show.
Hello, welcome to the Dragon Show. Let's Dragon and Fair together. I'm Xander, this is Alkali.
I'm not here.
We're outside. It's kind of rainy.
It is raining so much.
Now it is.
Now it is.
I had to say something.
Let's go around the circle and introduce our guest, guys. You may recognize him from multiple Dragon shows. He's a good friend of the Dragon Show, and he made a bunch of pork products for all of us on the grill a moment ago, and now we're all fat. Do not put your damn it.
Charbroiled.
Oh dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Javelin.
Hey.
Oh, Javelin, yay.
Were you about to say you like your pork like my wife? Because you might want to reconsider your
I was going to say, do you like your pork well done? But
same thing.
Like your wife. She likes her meat well done.
Wow.
My wife is very well done.
Your wife, you are not... What? No. What?
What H word were you going to say?
Hetero. I was going for hetero. Oh my God.
I like that there are now H words.
Moving on.
John, are you watching the chat?
What?
Hop. Bear bun. That's right, you're a bear bun.
Bear hair.
Bear hair, that was it.
Did you bring the present?
I did not bring them, but they were at home with the rabbit ears.
I would also like to mention...
That would cost money.
That yet again, we go to our show, and that damn air conditioner just turned off. Your whole show, that air conditioner is on. We do my show, they're like, 1 moment please. Click.
Yeah, baby.
I think there's some causation correlation to go on here. It's 40 degrees cooler today than it was.
That might be part of it.
Science.
Oh, going over to the other side of the circle, guys, we have the bassist for Fox and Pepper. He has joined them on stage multiple times. An unbelievable person. And a rabbit, so that's kind of cool. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Flops.
Yay.
Oh, Flops, yay. The wonderful Flops.
Yeah, baby.
I've done terrible things to him backstage. I feel really bad. I fuck with him before every show.
It's actually it's not the basis. It would be a basis.
A
They're
basis.
polygamous with their basis.
You-
A basis.
And drummers.
You whores!
They really are.
Look, there's about 12 different Fox and Pepper potential lineups. It's just where we are in the country.
That was super nice of you. I think it was MFF, like, what, 2 years ago or 1 year ago? You're like, hey, why don't you just come up here and sing background on a double extended knife fucker song?
Yeah.
I'm like, how do I do that? Like, just follow flops. Like, what? So
Were you
that was
physically
nice of
following
you.
him around?
I just walked around behind stage, like, double A, something, 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 telescopic, something, and that was my whole part.
Look, I very much believe in Flop's ability to rehearse so much to the point that he could somehow, like, transfer that rehearsal to you.
That was very nice. Thank you for trying. Thank you for trying.
I'll do my best.
The gentleman who made this stream happen in 90 seconds. Let's give it up for Miko the Mouse. Oh, and his new hair.
And his new
They
hair.
didn't see you last week. They did not know that you turned into a ghost.
These things happen.
I'm actually Danny Phantom.
You are not Danny Phantom. You cannot just change your name.
Someone told him a very scary story.
No. I died on that camping trip.
Is this gain up?
Yeah, they said turn up
They're
the gain.
asking, yeah. Everyone, let's watch sound quality. I think the wind is messing with it a little bit.
Yep.
And guys, you recognize him from last week. Hopefully you joined us then. Thank you so much for that. Guys, let's give it up for Pepper Coyote. Oh, he's so amazing. Oh, God.
Peppercorn is my
There's
wife
at least one person watching going, is this guy gonna be on like every show now?
Yeah,
Like,
what the
there's
hell?
some purist who's like, old Dragette show was better.
We call that reformed Dragget. Now that we're a cult, we have to start coming up with like cult-like names.
The Dragasons.
The Dragus? Oh, I like that.
I want to go culting,
It was,
but we'll talk about that later.
Then
it was known as the
then
golden
Neo.
age of the Dragon.
Kabuki just asked, Pepper who? Oh no.
Oh no.
Pepper Pineapple.
Oh.
And of course, the creator of the Dragon Show. Let's give it up for Xander the Blue.
Yay. And
I
Alkali! Yay!
love John's
Yes.
golf clap.
We're done.
Hey, we're done with introductions, which means we have to go right to... No, you get wet.
Fine.
You get wet now. It's time for the beginning of the show. You know what that means?
No.
Stream Kings!
Oh yeah. Where's my question?
We've
They're right
lost
here.
the Stream Kings.
Where'd they
You
go?
have-
I
you
had
have a
papers.
crown.
I had very important
You
papers.
need to have crowns when you do Stream Kings.
This is Stream Kings. Stream Queens is later.
Oh,
Yeah,
Where's my
Stream...
papers?
Okay, we have lost all the Stream King papers. Xander is going to go searching for them. Are you on fire?
no,
go inside real
almost. A hot ember landed on me.
Well, in the meantime, just go to a word from your sponsor, all the sponsors.
Okay, we'll do a quick word for our sponsors, guys. We're dedicating this one to Uncle Kage, who last weekend gave up his weekend just to make this happen. It was unbelievable. Thank you very much, my friend. If you guys are interested in seeing Uncle Kage stream, he will be on tomorrow night. All you have to do is go to Uncle Kage's YouTube channel. He will be streaming tomorrow night at, I believe, 4 o'clock. But please look at his stream, look at his times. I have nothing memorized, and Xander forgot all of our papers. So my bad.
That
Like
might
a
be the
word.
best fire starter.
It's almost like a
Yeah.
small media network between like you guys and Kage and Busey.
The
It's like the
for
weekend
Plan B.
streaming block.
Okay, Xander has lost all of our
Were
paperwork.
they a white sheet with
I
blue
wrote
writing?
them out and everything.
Was it blue writing?
Yes.
I
Oh
saw them
god,
on
I'm
the
gonna
kitchen
get
table.
a lot
They
of
were on
fire.
the kitchen
Yeah,
table.
I saw them on the kitchen
I see them
table
coming for me.
I know.
That's also where I
Stop!
thought that's where he was going.
Are you trying to dodge my fire?
No, people keep running by the fire, and then like a million stars come flying towards
He's
my
over
knee.
exaggerating.
I never wear shorts, and now I feel exposed.
Oh, okay.
If you are asking on the stream right now about who is in the conglomerate of people who stream together, that would be Kage, Busey, myself, Tien Long, and Pandaz. We all try to make sure that we are never on each other's weekends. We all work with each other to try to give you guys as much entertainment as possible. A huge shout out. Oh, thank you. My pants are on fire.
The furry
maybe-
YouTube OPEC.
You're like the Disney afternoon.
Hold on. We are not OPEC.
Oh,
That's a new...
You guys are like what Confederacy of
Lies?
Oh god.
splitting
All
up
right.
fans.
I'm covering the
They be,
ash.
they be,
Sorry, guys.
They be PPEF, the podcast exporting furries.
I got to roll.
We're not bartering with furries, though.
Hold on, we can barter with furries. We can barter with furries, but before we barter, we are a little late on Stream King. Xander, what is our first rule?
All right, if you give us $20, we'll lose your question and then look it up online later.
You'd still didn't find it?
All right, Zen.
Hi, Zen.
This one's from Zen. Hey,
Yes.
Zen, we're gonna die. The first King's rule is
Okay,
Zen's.
Xander. Whenever Xander says anyways, take half a sip. Half a sip because we don't want you to die.
Oh, that was nice of him. That was
So
nice,
have
and
to
he
say-
already said anyway. Cheers.
Yes.
Wait, did you say anyway or anyways?
Either way, either way, he says that word quite a bit.
They both
Wait, is-
qualify.
is-
Anyways.
Is this like one of those drinking games?
Yes, it is. This is how we do this.
Is this one of those?
Best of luck, flops.
This is what you kids call a PUBG.
I don't know what.
Yes, Uncle Kage's wine stream is tomorrow. Onyx, if you would please do me a favor and get the time, if you could put that in the chat. I had it earlier on our notes, and our notes are gone. I do apologize.
There you go, Shuriken. You guys are the Organization of Podcast Entertainment Creators, OPEC.
Oh,
OPEC.
God damn
That's
it.
perfect.
Fine, we're OPEC now. Pepper, we're OPEC.
But we do have questions.
Couple letters.
All right, here we go.
All right, so now we're on to Stream Queens, which is our question masters.
We don't have any queens.
They're all... Really? You believe that?
All right, Draco.
Hey, Draco.
Do you think that when Jaka finally gets to eat the chili, he will be able to do a splits kick with the nat 20?
No. No. And why? Because when he finally eats the chili, I will do something to the chili. It will give him gas, and he will breathe fire. That is my goal. That when you finally eat the chili, it will give you powers.
Is the chili a metaphor?
Yes.
It's like-
He finally eats the chili, and the Dragon Monk has fire breath.
Exactly. It's 5-alarm chili. I love that these two have no idea what we're talking about.
It's neat regardless.
It's thank you. Thank you, Flops.
Chili is
Your
very
support means the world to me.
After hearing the phrase Nat 20, my first thought was that we were talking about natural light or one of the established beers and that 20 of them would be involved. And then I'm like,
God.
oh, this is Dungeons and Dragons.
You know,
I know the aesthetic of the game.
Oh wait, is this
And
Dungeons
nothing
and
else.
Dragons?
No,
No.
we do a Dungeons and Dragons. This is the best day for a stream. I don't know if you guys can see it. It is raining on us. We're just accepting
Damn
that.
it.
It
My
dries
dad
right
says
off.
work.
But just
What the shit? Son of a bitch!
My app lied to me. It said clear skies.
I told you.
Yeah, it's true.
The internet lies.
look, it's fine. It's clearing right up. I feel like Lieutenant Dan.
Tyro, enjoy buying your mattress.
This is all an illusion. All right.
Get memory foam.
Oh,
it's
and then the
worthless.
classic question
What?
from Alpha. Guys, we're going to go around. What are we drinking?
Ah, yes.
We're going to start over with Flops. What do you got?
Hop stupid, which is funny because I do that every day.
I thought it was appropriate for you. Over to John. John, what are you drinking?
I'm sticking with water.
John is sticking with water because we're oh, I get to embarrass you. John, you have been, and we don't call it a diet because you have just changed your eating
No,
habits.
it's a diet.
How much weight are you down?
90 pounds.
Woo! John is down 90 pounds right now, so I don't want to see anyone in the chat asking why he's drinking water. That is part of his diet. We could not be happier for him.
Yeah.
Everyone at work is calling you, what are they, is it
I don't
skinny
know.
or?
They don't say it to my face.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh no, people are terrified of him at work. It's funny as shit. Mouse, what are you drinking?
Cider.
You got cider. Xander, what are you drinking?
Samuel Adams.
And me and you have switched over to
The zombie dust.
Zombie Dust. This is how I know I have a problem. Walking into Binny's today. Binny's is the local, I was about to call it a brewery.
Lickery?
Not even
The
close.
Lickery.
Lickery.
Lickery, that's good.
Licoraceria.
My Lickery, where they have known me as the guy who does not, in fact, own a bar. They all know me. They all thought I owned a bar with the amount of shit that I buy from there. A young girl who works there saw me. Dan! 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 Like, oh my God, what? I turn around. She had taken
You
a
want another
6-pack of Zombie Dust and hid it in the back for me. This is it Three Floyds? Johnny, Zombie
That is
Dust.
3 Floyds out of Indiana.
Three Floyds out of Indiana. It is a very hard beer to find, and she saved me the last 6-pack. It was very nice of her.
Nice.
One of my all-time favorite beers.
It's almost unfortunate that it has zombie in the name because it almost implies that it's like part of like the like how zombies were everywhere for a few years. They kind of still are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a highly quality beer.
this is a very high quality, and it's got a lich on it. That's not just. What's up?
There's not as many zombie movies. It's kind of died
It kind of
down.
died
Yeah,
down
it's
a little
died
bit.
down.
Ever since season 7 of Walking Dead, they're like, okay, we're good.
I
We're
think
good.
It,
Whoa,
I think it
wait.
was Metal Gear Zombies that finally killed that
Oh my god.
Wait.
completely.
Wasn't it if zombies are in? Wait. If Democrats are in office, they have zombies. No, have you heard this?
No, tell me.
I can't remember.
Prepare.
No, if Republicans are in office, then there's
That's what
zombie movies. If Democrats are in office, then there's vampire movies.
So that's why
This is a
Zombieland
thing. Look
2
it
is
up.
coming
Yeah,
out.
that's
okay.
why.
That makes sense.
What's coming out?
Zombieland 2 has started production.
Oh fuck yeah, I love Zombieland.
Funny zombie movie.
Zombieland
The sequel.
was
Yeah,
great.
So you're saying like preppers get a bit, and then all the people that say taxation is theft or like bloodsucking
Yes.
get theirs.
Yes, that's exactly
Let's
what it is.
combine our beers to make zombie Sam Adams. So he
Tom
can.
Adams, we can have a tea
That
party.
sounds absolutely
and
dreadful.
Oh, he's got zombies Sam Adams. Wait, what?
that
Then
probably
you
wouldn't be
need-
that bad.
They
It's
need, like,
delicious,
Abe
go
Lincoln
away.
to come out and like slay it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, Abe Lincoln zombie kill. What was that?
Abe Lincoln was a vampire hunter.
Vampire Hunter.
But there
I
was a
think you have
knockoff
an
movie where he
ash
fought
or a
zombies.
raindrop.
That's amazing.
right?
Oh, was
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, there
It
was by
burned.
that one studio that puts out all like the
bad movies?
mockbusters that are like
Trauma?
No, not Trauma. Trauma is amazing though. Toxic Adventure. But
Trauma is fantastic. I
the one
know a
that
gentleman who works for Trauma. He went to high school
The,
with me.
the company that puts out all those movies that come out, like when they're gonna release a new Sherlock Holmes movie, they put out like a different Sherlock Holmes movie.
They
Oh,
do a fake Atlantic Rim.
Oh,
yes,
yes,
they
the
did
Atlantic
Abraham
Rim.
Lincoln Zombie Hunter.
Yes.
While the
Zombie- You're saying like a bad B movie got like a C movie made of it?
I would go as far as to say D, but yes, you are correct.
just so you know, there has been a spoof made of Sharknado.
Woo!
Just letting you know the levels of depravity that this world has come to.
We are in a
And
postmodern-
Hybrid, you're talking about Alpha King. I have not seen Three Floyd's Alpha King. I'll bear that in mind.
It is
Thank you.
delicious.
Oh, you've had it.
Oh yes.
Wait.
I'll have to try that
Very
one.
much.
Wait.
What's up?
We have Sharknado.
Yes,
I have a movie.
What?
Ferret Storm.
Ferret Storm!
That would be amazing.
They seeded the clouds with ferrets. Sure, it's just dropping ferrets out of a plane. That's how this works.
And it
Ferret
smells
Storm.
horrible.
Yeah.
And it's in California, so it's illegal.
Who would be your novelty actor for that movie?
That's a good question. We've already had.
Edward James Olmos.
Who's the guy?
Why?
Because he's awesome.
I think
Hold on. Can he make a wooden ferret and then just crush it in his hand?
Dude, did you know that was not scripted? Who here?
You know what
like,
I'm
I know
talking
you
about?
watched it with me for a while.
I think, but make me sure.
Okay.
I'm forgetting the name of the show, Johnny.
Battlestar
Battlestar
Galactica.
Galactica.
Everyone's a Cylon.
Yeah, everyone's a Cylon the movie.
He completes a boat in a bottle and just.
Tim Curry. That's
Hell
a good
yeah,
one.
Tim Curry.
That's a good one.
Put Tim
John
Curry in there.
Goodman for me. God damn it, Erner.
Aw.
I think the level of celebrity we should be getting for that is like, who's the guy who did all? Mark Wahlberg, I think. This
Mark
point
Wahlberg, okay,
has
yeah.
taken himself down enough. He deserves to do the
And
Ferris
Pauly
movie.
Shore.
The Rock. It'll be a blockbuster.
Who's the
Oh my
guy?
God.
A Rockbuster.
Blockbuster.
Woo!
No, the
Flops.
Rock.
Who?
The Rock had a
And who's the guy that plays? Because you know how Sharknado had a bunch of they had a bunch of cameos of people of celebrities.
Absolutely,
that would just die.
yeah.
Who-
They
You,
had
got, you gotta
fucking-
get in there. Who's the guy that played Quigley in Lilo and Stitch? He was also the priest in That 70s Show.
Dude, he's an old
guy.
Kids in
Yeah.
the Hall guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Kevin McDonald.
Thank you. Kevin McDonald is amazing.
Yeah,
Put
he
him
should
in
get
there.
killed off by
That's
ferrets.
crazy you just said that. We were totally not getting high last night. Don't get high. We were totally not doing that. And we were watching fucking Kids in the Hall. We
baby.
forgot how fucking funny that is.
I love Kids in
It's
the
a
Hall
great
so
show.
much.
Johnny, you never watched that, right?
I don't know.
I don't think you were ever a big Kids in the Hall
I
fan.
think. Well,
Are you Canadian?
if it was on TV, no.
Cartoon, not
Yeah,
cartoon.
here
Comedy
too.
Central played it constantly.
Yeah, I may have caught an episode here or there, but I don't think I ever like watched it.
I really like that one.
You realize I'm young enough that you might as well be talking about In Living Color right now.
I remember.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
You don't remember the original airing of In Living Color? I'm like, no, I was negative 15.
Damn it, Pepper.
Okay, we got a lot of questions to go through.
All right, next question. Go for it.
Zed.
Hey, Zen. Wait. Oh, no, he had the Stream King.
Yeah. You each have your own distillery.
The guys were going to die.
What do you make? Any branding name ideas? And what would your first distillery tour be like? Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, all right, guys. So we're naming the first beer out of our distillery, and what would the tour be like through your distillery?
Drag it draft.
The first beer out of our distillery.
Distillery, hoppery.
My first one is what the fuck is this? And that's the name of the beer.
Hold on, we need a commercial for it. Do you distill alcohol? we distill beer. It's god-awful. We don't know what we're doing. And there's just a burning building behind you. This is our
Pretty much-
factory.
It pretty much has the potential to become like the espresso of beers.
You said it was called what?
Hmm?
You're
We
gonna
haven't
call
named
what
it
the
yet.
fuck is it? So you just gotta have a guy going like,
Drag it, draft.
what the fuck is this?
And
But-
that's the whole commercial black.
Yeah, like it doesn't say, is it good? No.
No, hold on. No,
It's ambiguous.
don't forget advertising. You always have to show that it's good. So what the fuck is this? And the camera cuts right as he goes for the next sip. Did he take the next sip? You don't know because it fade to black.
Okay.
Sounds like an episode of Soap.
I forgot
but-
you know what
Hold on.
soap is.
It takes 5 minutes for Alkali to go into shitty art film territory. It really does.
I really like
I've-
shitty art films.
I do too. I've seen a lot. I was an art student. They made us watch things that were not good.
Kabuki had one.
What?
Drag it drafts.
That's what I said.
Oh, did you say that? I
Yeah,
missed it.
Drag it, drafts.
I like that one. Drag it drafts. So
You just ignore me.
drink your beer.
We're
I'm
making
just kidding.
Coyote Cognac.
Oh,
There you go.
I don't
John?
even know what is a cognac.
Mine would be a meadery, and it would be called the first one would be called the Tears of Thor, and it would be you know brandy is distilled
wait.
wine.
Did you say
This would be
meadery?
distilled mead, so
Oh.
it'd be like a mead brandy with a little extra honey in it.
And he cries beer? Can there be a giant
You know, if
statue?
any god was
and
gonna
at,
cry
at a
booze, it'd
certain
be Thor.
hour, like he just cries beer and you have like a
There you
goblet.
No.
Yeah, it could come out of a statue.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
So
Okay.
it's like that comes out of a statue, then you like squeeze the beard
Yes!
into the bottle.
Yes.
Fresh squeezed mead.
It
Fresh
drips from
squeezed
it drips from the beard into a horn.
That's
Okay,
terrible.
but it has to actually come from Odin, the bad father. The drunk.
Oh,
Oh, right. Onyx
War
says
Force
that Uncle
booze.
Kage's wine stream is tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you very much, Onyx. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You know,
Oh, yeah. Chat. Whatever you're drinking, throw in the chat. We want to know, too.
If you're all opening up distilleries and potentially making beer, I would go a different direction to try to profit off all this and start flops hops, and I would grow the hops.
Flops,
There you go.
hops,
And
not
grow
bad.
the hops for the beer, and that's how I end up with the higher dollar.
There you go.
There is a local collaboration between us and farmers native to the earth.
I totally want to see Hops' commercial, like Flops Hops. Flops Hops. We grow weed and forgot where we put it. It's definitely mixed in. Flops Hops.
At this point, I can't tell the difference.
Forgot where we put it.
we forgot where we planted
Flops
it.
hops. We forgot where we put it. That's it. No explanation necessary. It's really up to
Are
interpretation.
we hiding it
Our
in grocery stores? Is that how that
Potentially.
works? Okay.
Boy, Kobe, apple juice? Dude, you are beating all of us. I would much rather be drinking apple juice sometimes. That shit is amazing. You can mix apple juice with so many boozes. Yeah.
So, it's February 2nd, a very important day. Why?
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog's Day, and I live in Pennsylvania, within 2 hours of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Jesus.
You're
So-
in Pennsylvania? I thought you were in like Phoenix.
Originally, I was from
Oh.
Pennsylvania.
He's all over the place.
I was going to school in Indiana, Pennsylvania, and we were like, what's be a fun thing to do? Let's go fursuit at the groundhog ceremony. Because there's a thing in the middle of the woods where there's just a kind of a swamp, but it's frozen because it's February. So it's not swampy, it's just an ice dungeon. And they put up weird homeless barrels, and everyone huddles around the homeless barrels of fire at 5 in the morning, because they do it at first light. Like, you must pull the groundhog. By the sun's first beam, we must pull the groundhog. Ask him what's up with the weather. So we're there, and what am I drinking? You take half a bottle of apple juice, drink half that bottle, like
That's
a
good.
2-liter, like a
Right.
lot of apple juice, and then fill that up with just a full thing of what's the one that's not Jack? Jim Beam, and then you go to Groundhog's Day.
Holy shit, you just drink Applejack for an entire day in a fursuit.
We finished the whole thing. Sorry,
Jesus Christ!
I
You are
just-
so young.
I finished the whole thing. And we get on this. You can't like walk to the knob. You got to go to a Walmart parking lot and give a guy $6 to put you on a school bus to take you through the pitch black darkness for a few miles, and then you're at the knob.
Wait,
The
what
knob.
happens in this pitch black darkness?
It's creepy because you're shoved on there with strangers. Seriously, and this isn't me trying to be like edgy humor. Like, it felt like we were being sent to a camp of some kind. You're just like the bus pulls up, they just shove the crowd at the bus, and everyone's just like, okay, we're here, and you
Like
can't
a
see
summer
anything. You just feel that there's people around you, and then eventually the doors open, and then you're on a hill with burn barrels, and everyone's shivering because it's February.
What the
And you're in
hell?
Pennsylvania.
Here comes this coyote
And-
man.
Tens of thousands. Oh, I was a little better, except I did get like ice on the inside of my my muzz. From my breath would freeze. It would condense and make snow. So anyway, definitely do that once.
Hi, Mouth Monarch.
You'll never do it again.
Somebody, I think it was Erner, and I scrolled away before I could say it, came up with Miko's Marvelous Meadery.
Ah.
I like the alliteration.
Yeah, I loved the alliteration on that one. And I did see that somebody, Alpha is drinking peanut butter because you can melt that shit. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Just to, because I find this funny. Pepper,
No.
you tried to make it to my stand-up show with your parents.
Oh yeah.
Tell them how that went.
I thought we were gonna talk about my peanut allergy.
No, we're not going to talk about that. I've specifically this weekend, that's why we fresh made all the food. So now I know that we're not feeding you. Last week, he's over
It's not that
doing
kind of
this
allergy.
thing. I'm like, hey, here's some food. He's like, are there peanuts? And we're like, we don't know. And he's like, I might die. And just starts eating. There was no hesitation from this insane
I
person.
smelled it a little.
It's the fuck!
Dude, you're fucking
There's
savage.
two
That's
hospitals
how-
within
look.
two city blocks.
Your
Yeah.
human nose was evolved to detect poisons and threats, and I
That's
used
right.
that for my peanut.
You're
Wait, what were we doing last time?
What happened with you and your parents trying to make it to my...
Oh, so we're backstage, and my mom, she doesn't really know Alkali's name because she doesn't go to cons often, and she sees him at a thing, and she instantly is like, he's the best guy, and she
Aw.
decides that she's gonna call him Sir Topham Hat because he wears a top hat, and she had like 7 wines, so she decided it
Sir
was time.
Topham Hat.
Sir Topham Hat. So I'm like, oh, Sir Topham Hat's doing a stand-up thing. So we
You
all
gotta do the thing,
literally run to the lobby of the Westin. But by the time we get back, we walk in the door, and Alkali says, "Thank you very much, everybody. Good night."
Oh.
He gave us money.
Sky Wild, thank you so goddamn much. That's amazing. How much to bring me and Xander out for an episode of the Dragon Show and for a fur meet? Let us know where you're at, and we'll work it out. Sky Wild, I am on Telegram as Alkali_Bismuth. Xander is on as Xander. What the hell's your Telegram? I just call you fuckboy. Xander the Blue. We're on Telegram. We're on Twitter. Hit us up. Let us know who you are. We'll respond to you. It does take us a while to respond right now. We're kind of... I have a backlog still from AC that I haven't checked. I'm starting to feel really bad. I still have not... On my Telegram, I have not gone through all my AC messages.
Oh, eventually you just abandon it.
I'm hundreds deep right now. I tried to start from the bottom. By the time I got to the bottom
Those
of my
people
log...
have then answered, and you're back, and
Is
you're
the
just...
best way to reach you than messenger pigeon? What would I get?
Actually, if you guys send me... Hold on, I don't want to tell them to send me a
A letter?
pigeon.
Well, you have to raise the pigeon
You'll end up
here
with
first
1,000
so they know how
pigeons
where
at
to
your
come.
I
house.
would!
Paper letter.
It's on the table unless somebody stole it, and I need it too, so bring it over here.
It rained.
No, Bad
Got
Rabbit.
better for a minute.
Bad rabbit.
Thank
That's
you.
what they're good for.
Can you guys tell it's raining?
Bottles for
Nah.
Some video?
No bottles
No.
for bunnies.
We're just acting.
Bottles
Well,
for
it's
bunnies.
like...
I'm starting a charity bottle.
But thank you again. Yes, we. Holy shit,
What?
dude!
Norwegian Corona.
What
Dude!
happened?
Somebody just gave us.
So wait, does
What the
that...
hell? Wait a minute.
It's Norwegian
That's Norwegian
Corona.
Corona. I don't know the exchange rate on the Corona.
It's probably about $5.
I'll take the $5.
what
Thank
kind of-
you.
What kind of Corona?
Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't. We're
No,
not
like
allowed
it.
to trade that
No
one.
lime.
No lime.
No, I'm thinking because Sweden's money's worth a lot. And,
Yeah.
and they
Dude.
also call it Krona.
That is
Thank you.
incredibly
You,
kind
you
of you guys.
you
thank
didn't answer their question though.
What was the question?
Oh,
They-
we'll totally go out to.
Oh no, the one that just came through. They asked how is everybody. That's a,
Oh,
that's
hey,
a
okay,
valid
guys.
question.
That is a very valid question. My ankle hurts because I've been walking because I'm kind of jealous about how much weight this fucker lost. So I'm drinking more but walking more, so that's not going to help.
Is that how
Flops,
that works?
how you
I don't
doing?
think that's how that works.
I don't think so either.
I'm really concerned about something.
What are you really concerned about?
I'm concerned. You know, I'm not a part of this group. And
You're
I
a
have
part
no
of this
stake.
group
No,
now.
not this group. This is a different group that I'm concerned about. I have no stake in it at all. But I'm really, for some reason, worried about the status of how the Church of Satanism is doing. It seems like an odd bunch, and I'm just curious. How are they doing?
You know, we
Not on
don't really
Wikipedia.
need to worry about the Church of Satanism. We have our own cult in the Dragon Show.
I worry about other cults because I think it's.
You worry about a lot of other cults? Is
I
that
do.
like a
I
part of
worry
your
about
life?
cults in general.
We were talking about
We
the
love cults.
Kool-Aid cult just yesterday. Busey did a
Yeah.
whole thread about
Yeah,
He
it.
Bruce
did.
did a whole
Yeah.
thread about
He
Jonestown.
did a whole thing about
Bottles for
cults.
There's a great Netflix documentary
Okay.
about Jonestown.
Yeah, and okay.
Thank you.
So we saw the one about the cults, the with the Osho or whatever it is.
I missed it.
What? What
Alkali,
happened?
is this how streams work? You just sit here
No,
and they give
this
you
is
money?
not how. This is
Money.
something new we did.
I've never seen this. Does the blue thing with money mean they gave you that much money?
I
Yeah,
guess-
what are you guys doing? Stop!
So-
Dear God, guys,
and then they
thank
get like
you.
a certain amount of time to have the blue box?
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
thank
how it
you.
works?
It's
Yeah,
a
there are
furry
messages,
thing.
like, in
You are way more awesome than we will ever be. Thank
Thank you.
Holy shit!
Real quick.
Hey, I got my question answered.
Which was? Oh, how we do?
Oh, the Church of Satan's on top of things. They fight the good fight and the freedom of religion.
That's-
I don't know
yeah.
what that means. I thought they were just having fun.
No,
No,
the-
they're all about
They're militant atheists.
pretty much.
Yeah,
and,
no,
and
you're
putting
right.
good information
Yeah.
out there.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
they're all about like being kind to your neighbor and not being assholes.
Yeah.
I was only curious because Baphomet is basically a anthropomorphic character. It's a goat.
There's-
It's a goat.
There's,
furry.
Okay.
there's 2 churches of Satan.
Is there?
Yeah, there's the like,
more than one.
there's that Church of Satan, and there's the one that goes like the biblical
Scream King?
actual.
Oh,
the
that's
Church of Satan that does
terrifying.
things doesn't believe in Satan.
I thought it was a thing like God or like.
That-
No.
Now, that's the conception is that they're the ones with like upside down crosses and like goat's blood
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
No,
That's the one
It's
I
more of like a
wanted.
humanist kind of.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically the name is ironic, and they're like, no,
Yeah.
religion is kind of silly. Why don't we all just be good to everyone? And
They made their
yeah,
name
Then
ironic.
there are people who literally
That's
do
edgy.
try to summon demons and believe in the biblical Satan.
yeah, we were all teenagers at one point. Dude, you're way too young. You guys had PlayStations and Xboxes. We were bored. Me and him went out to an abandoned cemetery once and made one of our friends think that we summoned
he
the
was in
devil.
tears.
He was.
Oh my God! No, this was great. So we go to Bachelor's Grove, which is considered, if you listen to this kind of stuff, like one of the most haunted places in Illinois. Okay?
Yeah, it's
Sure.
right over there.
It's not far away, and we're like, okay, they want to like do like some of my now wife, then girlfriend's friends back like around high school, right?
Okay.
They're like, they want to like do this spooky shit. So I'm like, hey Dan, let's go, let's freak the fuck out of him, right? So we go out there. He brings like a nub of a candle. And he starts saying all this gibberish. Next, you know, this guy jumps up and bolts through the woods in the darkness. We find him on his knees crying because he lost his contacts.
Silver Godamon, thank
It
you.
was ridiculous.
Who is
Thank
Silver?
you.
Just tell
Who
them
is
you're
Silver
Satan at that point.
Gatamon? How do they have videos of various
Silver Godamon?
It's a secret.
They have videos of multiple things that happen at the same time at cons. I've been to those cons.
For that,
It's a
and
collective
for no other reason than he is Silver Gatamon. Guys, Silver Gatamon, please paste your YouTube channel into the chat.
Yes.
If anyone has missed any convention that Silver Gatamon has been at, he has video footage, and the man is a fucking master of getting that online. Silver Gatamon, for you, thank you for everything you do to the fandom. Holy shit. I'm pretty sure the show would not be where it is, where it's right now. What are you guys doing? Holy shit.
money's coming.
Stop.
Look, something about me
guys
being
are
at your
so
house
hot.
makes money roll.
Yeah,
in.
baby.
Yeah, this is okay. From now on, all right, you're
Am I getting
living
called?
here now.
Wait.
All right.
So,
Uh-oh.
Somebody's calling you with money.
It's Dixie. I'm sure she wants to like do a
Oh,
bit.
hi, Dixie.
Oh, hey, Dixie. I don't mean to have you on
Wait.
speakerphone, but you are.
Hi, Dixie.
What
Thank
happened?
you, Shukin.
Okay,
Wait,
good.
what?
He's
to
gonna go take
your
care of
phone
his
call.
job.
All right. I'm gonna have a question here from
What do we got?
Tyro.
Hey, Tyro.
Garo.
All right, time to play Secret Service. It's the same as Drink OK, but you must call the person president, whatever, then their name. Well, yeah, president, then their name.
Oh,
with
wow.
2 fingers pressed to your ear.
That's who did that? Who came up with
Tyro.
that? Tyro, did you come up with that,
So
or did you know that? That's awesome.
So it's like President Miko drink, and then
Yeah. So, Drink OK is this? It's the greatest drinking game ever made. What's my name?
Alkali.
So to make me drink, all you have to do is say my name properly and say the word drink. So it would be, how do you do it?
Alkali drink.
Now that would work, but now because we're Secret Service, it's President Alkali, drink. So now we can
Wait,
all
we can
make
just
each other.
command
Oh
each
my
other to
God!
drink?
yes.
What are you doing, Sarah? Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
This is crazy.
No,
Sarah.
Sarah, I can't see.
I
the first.
can't
No,
read,
Sarah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, Xander's looking through the smoke. You okay, dude?
No, I can't read.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Sarah, thank you so much, dude. That means the world, dude.
Oh, also.
You know what? Because of that, President John, drink.
My water?
Yes.
Okay.
It's very important.
Come on, President
Hydration.
You look
is-
I
dehydrated.
can do this.
Come on, President John. Thank you very much, President John.
Also very important, I am to be referred to as the first.
You get $2
$1.99.
That
I
wasn't
fucking
even
love
$2.
you, Boozy.
Thank you,
You're
Boozy.
ridiculous.
$1.99.
Oh, hey, Fox and Pepper just showed up in the chat, and Pepper's gone.
But yes, I am to be referred
Who's Fox
to
and Pep?
as the first bottom.
Guys,
I don't
this
make
is
the
your
rules.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
this is.
Ever?
Oh, like the first lady. I get it.
The
Yes.
first bottom.
I'm the first bottom.
Ugh.
Go for it,
In
Sky.
history.
Dude,
It is.
if any of you have things you want us to announce on the chat, just let us know. I mean, we're here for the fandom. We don't care.
Yeah.
Like, we'll announce whatever.
Well,
as long as it's okay. Like, we have people asking us to announce weird things. We had a gentleman who, this is 100% true, offered way too much money if I did the History Channel voice the entire time during the Fireside.
What's the History Channel voice?
Woohoo!
Don't do that.
Greetings! Yeah.
No, don't do that.
How
Yeah,
is that a
exactly.
history? I don't understand why is it called the history channel.
He's a character
It's just
we
him
created.
being an idiot, that's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, usually that's how I start off, and I go into history that doesn't
It's a
exist on
fun
the show.
bit, because it's like made up history.
Boozy
Boozy has a question. I want to see Boozy's
You
question.
gotta tip $3 for a question.
No, he does. He's fine. We do not beg for money on this.
I'm
Boozy's
joking.
question.
I know you
Boozy.
are, but I want to make it clear.
You gotta.
Why are my kids in a cult? Oh, there's a reason for
They're
that,
not
Boozy.
in a cult. They started the cult.
That's why.
Your kid is in a cult.
This is a cult?
Yes.
Kind of. Guys, Flops is not aware of the cult. Why don't we just let the chat show him what the cult is?
What is
we'll
the
wait a
cult?
few moments. Oh, it's starting. There's blood. That's a good start.
We still need to write that ritual. I'm gonna keep
The
bringing
blood
it up.
ritual.
We're going to do. We're
Do I
writing it.
need,
We're
like,
writing
a
it tonight.
notarized paper to
Tonight.
know what the cult is?
Congressional Assembly of Presidential Dragon Show people, drink. Oh, Ellie Kuja, thank you so much.
Thank you, Allie.
Thank you, Ellie.
Co-op display.
I don't know if that includes me, but I'm drinking.
I'm the
anyway.
first
That's
bottom.
all of us.
Hold on. I don't care. Do you? He gets it. You don't?
Do I get it?
And there
I
they
hope
are,
you
I
Flops.
do.
get it.
There
You
they
do?
are, Flops.
Yeah, baby.
The blood ritual, the blood ritual, blood read. The blood ritual, the blood ritual. There's a cult.
So this sounds
All
like
right.
Satanism. Is this wait?
Xander, you know what? I
Oh, the
think
good
now's
kind.
the right time.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about it for a moment?
Hold on.
Absolutely. You're in charge.
Because I have a question here from Boozy.
Snowdrift, I will be there. Xander, unfortunately, will not be.
Sorry.
But next year, that's our whole point. Hopefully, we make it to where they invite both of us next year.
I'll be at Megaplex.
Oh, we're going to get really
Due to
drunk.
last-second negotiations and a song with a ukulele I wrote.
Nico, he's getting ukulele invites. You need to go get your ukulele.
Boy,
I'll work on it
you
someday.
gotta.
Sounds good.
You gotta learn 3 weird chords on ukulele.
Dude,
Weird
he's
chords?
legit.
Wait,
They're
what?
not that weird. They're just bar chords. Everyone's scared of them.
What? Oh, right, ukulele.
I was
Okay.
the opposite.
Music talk.
Those are Satanists.
Gunsuka, I understand. You know, you and it later, you two are going to have a ukulele duel. I think that's what we need to
I'm
do.
not
Dueling
very good.
ukuleles?
I'm not
He's-
very good either.
You are really good at the ukulele.
Very good to someone who isn't a musician, and very good to someone who is a musician are two very different things.
I think he's digging on my lack of musical talent. Is that what's going on here, Miko?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. we're cool. Xander,
But can you ukulele Wonderwall?
Yeah, that's what
You know, I've actually never tried, but yeah.
Good, don't do it.
It'll take a couple minutes. to
All right, here we
start out
go.
chords.
yes, Xander.
This is from Boozy. This is a question master's question. That's why I'm bringing
Thank
it
you,
up.
Fluffball.
All right.
Yogurt.
That's okay, Fluffball. That sounds
Strawberry yogurt
amazing.
vodka.
Here's the question.
Yes.
All right.
Yogurt?
So when is there going to be a blood ritual T-shirt? My daughter needs to identify her flock.
So Boozy sent us that question almost immediately after AC. Xander, would you like to answer it?
Go to dragonshow.com and click the T-shirt button.
Are we pulling a Logan Paul right now?
Kinda.
Right now, in the
Y'all
merch store.
Mavericks.
I'm not saying
It's
it's
all
a
about the
good
respect.
T-shirt.
But it is
I'm
a
saying it's
t-shirt.
okay.
Another
I
one.
did my best.
Erner, you're amazing. If anyone is at IFC, Erner is going to be selling blood ritual bags. I don't know where he's selling them. Erner, if you could.
Hello. What just happened? Red bar. What did it say? Help me out.
There's $50.
Ah,
Because they're
guys.
raffling.
Oh my
A raffle
God.
is worth
Okay,
it.
yeah, we're turning this off. We're turning this off. I cannot
No.
function while this is happening.
$5.
Thank you
You
so
have,
much.
to use,
guys.
you have to use falsetto for blood ritual, so it's gotta be like,
The blood ritual.
Exactly.
ah,
That is a
I get it right.
Yeah.
So-
absolutely.
If you guys were not here last week, we decided, Pepper, myself, Fox, and a few other people decided, God damn it, what are you guys doing?
We can't keep up with the thank
I-
He
yous,
had, to,
guys.
he had to even out the penny.
Oh no.
50 krona.
Guys!
Northlands are dope.
Guys, what the fuck?
We have the most colorful. Why did suddenly all the colors are the same green now?
I don't know.
I think
Depends
it's a
on the amount.
ranking thing.
It has to be,
No,
right?
yeah, because like
I think I figured it out.
So
it's
50
raining
krona?
here, it's raining
I
there.
think it's
What the fuck? What are you doing?
Wait,
Sarah! That's 100. Sarah, come on, dude. Okay, guys, we're turning that off. We never again.
I can't turn. I can't turn it off right now.
Okay, holy shit, guys.
Seriously.
This is not what we're doing here. We want to have a conversation that is the most generous fucking fuck. Okay, you're taking over. Take
Look,
over
you just
right
gotta
now.
do something now.
yeah,
Take
just
over.
Dance, alkaline, dance, dance for
I
money.
would have brought a tiny bass.
You guys.
Okay,
are
I can
What
take
Twitch
over
streaming
here.
is like?
I
This
guess so.
is-
Okay.
I mean,
Wait,
if
does that
you're
mean
good
does
at
that
it.
mean you make more if you play Fortnite?
If you're ninja, is this what Twitch streaming is like?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, hear me
You
out.
sit there and people throw dollars.
No, I was saying we've been talking so much about cults. I want to go culting. Cause like,
We're getting
listen,
closer.
listen. This is what culting is. You know, like
Accepting
flash
money to
mobs.
an organization.
Okay, I realize people get freaked out when a lot of people walk with the same color clothing,
It's
right?
intimidating.
We just go to a Linens and Things like
Is that
sale.
a real place?
I
Can it
want to go
be-
to Linens and
Can it
things.
be members only jackets, please?
Yes.
I want one of
Yes.
those so
If
badly.
you buy 5 members only jackets and have at least 4 friends, you can just make what looks like a weird dad street gang at a moment's notice.
Dude,
What
My
if you
Jersey
walk
have
friends
down
would
the
do
street.
that.
Oh,
Do
weird.
Do they still sell members only
You can
jackets?
find them.
We're
I
here.
would totally
we're
wear one of
dads.
those.
We
I'm
don't
sure
know
you
how
can
to
find it on
rhyme.
Etsy.
We're here. We're dads. We don't know how to rhyme. We're here.
I don't think that rhymes. Oh.
That's it. Yeah, you got it.
Okay. All right.
If you were not here last weekend, guys,
not.
we had the honor and the privilege of hosting the Fox and Pepper Kickstarter, and during that, we made a promise that if they got up to $20,000 in one night, that we would write a song known as the Blood Ritual.
Blood ritual.
That is one of the reasons this gentleman is back here this week. After this stream, we are sitting down. We're totally not going to get high as shit, and we're going to write the damn song.
Pepper, let's record
You
it
didn't say
this
this was a
weekend.
song.
We're writing a song.
Pepper.
You said this
No,
was
no.
a ritual.
Oh, no. It doesn't need to be a good song. We're going to write it as a song, though.
be
It's
more
going
of
to
a
rhyme.
chant.
So, no,
Thank
I
you,
was gonna
Auto
say
Fox.
Gregorian,
What?
Gregorian chanting.
Gregorian
right?
chanting, absolutely.
Really, the only thing we established was penguins and robes. Really,
This
that's
has
the only
gotta-
thing we really established. I
Penguins and
watched the
robes.
footage.
Thank you, Auto Fox. That's
Thank
amazing
you.
of you. Will you ever see me in my fursuit? It might be a little while. I need to lose some weight so I don't overheat immediately.
Aw.
Thank you, Nisbet. Their Kickstarter's at 28,000.
Yeah, baby.
Congratulations.
Wait.
Wait, what was the level for the choir?
The 25.
You did it!
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, excellent. That
Our-
makes me so happy.
Our ultimate goal is 35, and we still have a lot of time left. So
Yeah, it's
Oh!
only been going
At this
not
point-
even a week.
at
Yeah.
this point, we're pretty much going forward as if we're like, okay, we're probably. We can make plans a
IQM.
month out, which is very
IQM.
nice.
Hey, Pepper.
Yeah.
Since I know the answer to this and can smile smugly, I'm going to ask you Moth Monarch's question.
Okay.
What happened to the song from MFF with everybody's name in it?
Oh.
Oh, it's been written. It's literally sitting on my desktop right now.
I know.
If you were in the Foxes and Peppers chat, you would have seen the lyrics by now.
Oh, you posted in the Fox and Peppers chat?
The telegram that has.
Because we
it's
were
very crowded.
dying. At
Oh, you saw
Anthrocon,
it?
at Anthrocon, you sent it to Dixie and Fox while I was hanging out with them, and they read. We were in tears. We were laughing
Yeah, it
so
was
goddamn
funny.
hard. You're ridiculous.
Oh.
You reading
I was
your
struggling. I'm like, this sucks.
reading your lyrics. Well, definitely not high. I'm just. I might smoke too much.
A little bit.
Little bit.
A
Am
little
I?
bit.
Alkaline never has 3 joints at home.
Wait. No, he's got a bog at home. What are you
Shut
talking
the
about?
fuck up.
Anyone? Okay.
No,
Hold
sorry,
on,
I
hold
didn't
on.
know that.
It's a furry thing. I ran into a very drunken at the Dragon Show and Pandas at 2 or 3 a.m. during AC.
Okay.
I know they were drunk because none of them could stand upright.
Pandas?
That doesn't sound like us. Yeah, Pandas.
Pandas even?
Oh yeah, no, dude.
I've
Pandas-
never seen him like crazy.
Pandas
Oh,
is wonderful.
He gets there though. He does.
President Miko, drink.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that's a thing.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, just remember, you do not have to drink to be cool. It's
No,
fine.
that's
you can
right.
You can have a great time. It almost looks like we had like the sobriety contingent.
What if?
Ah, yes.
Wait. But what if you're
The
already?
token
What if
sober.
you're not cool? Can it help you get there quicker?
Don't answer that question.
That mod does not
Moth Monarch, please
I am
send
so
me a
excited
message
for
on
it.
Telegram.
That in particular.
Pepper,
Right?
after this is done, I
Yeah.
need the lyrics.
We'll send it to
Moth
her.
will send it to you. I understand. Thank you.
I got another question on the thing.
And yes, Nisbet, you are the Nisbet I am talking about. Oh my god, are we gonna go metal with the blood ritual?
What's
Blood.
blood ritual?
But no, I was thinking like old school, like twangy.
No, you gotta make it metal instrumentals, but not metal. It's just gotta be like.
Gotta be set to the tune of Twinkle
Can-
Twinkle
Blood
Little
rich.
Star.
Can I give you my like elevator pitch of what I think this blood ritual song should be?
Sure.
Because I did not think it was going to be a song up until about 10 seconds ago, but I already have half this thing written in my head now.
Okay.
Like,
Son of a bitch.
we open up with, like you said, like
Thank
a
you,
quasi
Silvergadamon.
Gregorian chant as
Of
just
course.
a
Thank you, my
chant.
friend.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Some
Okay.
kind of chant something. Then we go into, our usual sarcastic quasi acoustic folky whatever. But then the ending is like a metal breakdown of what
That's
it.
when
That's
the
a
ritual
song.
is happening.
It's an ending
That's
I've been
a
liking.
song.
That's
Let me-
like the climax of the ritual.
Yeah, it's jamming along, it's whatever acoustic, and then suddenly just and it just like goes out from there for like 20 seconds of metal at the end of our totally not metal song.
Sounds amazing.
If you
I agree with this 100%.
It's gonna work out.
I can't wait to write
If
this.
you let me record the metal section, just that section, I will do something. I will not tell you what. It will be a surprise.
Guys?
It could be good or it could be horrible.
I'm
QM,
scared.
This is fine.
that QM, that is Boozy's wife.
What?
Thank you for being here, QM.
Hi, QM.
My
My
9-year-old knows Latin if you need it.
Holy
Oh, we
shit.
got a bar.
Dude!
Don't do
All
it.
right.
What is
For
it?
all the joy you have brought me since I found Furry, plus your D&D, thank you.
Thank you.
I haven't
guys.
played in any way too long, so I live vicariously through your D&D kit.
This is great.
Alec,
That is
you're
so-
amazing. We honestly, we have a bunch of the D&D people over here. You have been invited to join us for the next, the next.
One-off?
No, I know
Campaign.
next campaign. I've already got an idea for you and Fox to come in for a filming session. Alec, we have been absolutely loving performing, recording D&D. That's not going to stop for a while. You guys are amazing. Oh, and there's our Dustin. Thank you, Dustin, for
Hi,
being
Dusty.
here.
Hey.
Strum.
Hey, H string. Hey, what's that? Dry scale milk.
Dry
trucks?
scale, yeah.
What's the
Hey,
question?
you gent. You gent.
You gent. I don't know what any of that
Well,
means.
they'll know because they're talking about an H string. They know the gent, and they do
wait,
that indeed.
8-string bass.
Or probably guitar.
Either is great, but
It's
have
more likely
nev-
to be a guitar than
I was
a
gonna
bass.
say I've never seen an 8-string bass.
Is
Well,
there
that
an
could be a
8-string
few
bass?
things. It could be an electric guitar, or it could be a 4-string bass with the strings doubled up.
Hybrid, I recommend that everybody learn D&D. It is one of the
Gents.
greatest games out there.
He gents.
What about the
I
bass
called it.
guitar that's
Agents.
two guitars? That's ridiculous.
There, you can
Raving
al-
Rendell,
I have a
we
challenge.
understand.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
You can buy a thing that's like a full bass and then a full guitar all just on one thing, and you have to tap all
Yeah,
of
I
it.
got that.
Okay. All right.
There is no limit.
I got another question.
Xander, next
Oh, wait,
question.
Anyway,
Dragon Mon.
Anyway.
Oh, anyway, that's a drink.
that's right. Sarathan. All
Hi,
right.
Sarathan.
Sarathan.
Excuse me, President Pepper, would you please drink?
You're gonna be
Yeah.
a president someday of something.
Someday.
What will it be?
That is terrifying.
Oh, that's the question?
No, that's my
It is
Oh,
question.
I thought you were just saying it towards me in an accusatory fashion.
I know it's fun.
He flips and kicks. He hits with sticks. Dragon Mon.
All right, but you don't have to answer that question. Sarathan.
Hey, Sarathan.
Scenario: you have just gone through a series of murder puzzles. What the fuck, Sarathan?
No, that's legitimate. We play a lot of weird games.
Alive.
Thank you, Onyx.
Think Saw franchise, and you are presented with two tunnels. The first is marked safety, and you are informed by the murder puzzle master that the path allows you to escape from the murder puzzle basement alive, but with one that puts you there able to freely walk away as well. Good lord. The second,
He always comes up with the most complex questions, and I love it. Onyx, hit me up later. I'll get you an answer to that.
the second says confrontation, and you are instructed that it will allow you to find the one that did this to you, but with no guarantee of survival, just revenge. Which do you take?
What the fuck, dude?
Wait, 2 of us survive, or you have a chance of killing the person who did it.
Oh man.
So he's asking if we're vengeful or not, essentially.
Safety. I'll get a punching bag later or something. With a jigsaw face.
You'll just put it
The chicks.
You'll put your
What?
whole life into your career and just never think about anything else again.
Oh, but it would eat you alive. You have to get that revenge.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so because I'm sadistic and I already hit my half-life like 10 years ago.
It's
I
true.
mean-
Okay.
Yo, do we have a log on
Murderous
this fire?
revenge is kind
You guys
of.
are mad about being too hot.
Well,
Miko.
Here comes Ash.
it's the only thing that keeps me dry in the rain. Is it rains and then it burns the rain back off
It's
me.
lovely.
So like, I'm dry completely, even though you can see there's a lot of rain.
As
about
that,
you,
you need to do
Alkali?
it properly. As it, don't forget, we're presidents now.
Alkali, is murderous revenge on your bucket list as well?
Nope, I do not hold grudges. I make it a point in my life not to hold grudges because life is way too short.
Attention,
So,
Johnny?
Oh, okay.
Attention, Ferret Bomb 95.
This is
that-
Ferret Bomb 95. How can I help you?
Is this how this drinking game works?
You kinda. You do need to use my real name though.
Oh, attention, Alkali?
Yes.
I think it's time to drink.
Okay.
Wait, what if we gave each other code names?
Also,
Because
what
you know
about
how
the
each
president?
president has
That's
a
what I was
code name,
thinking.
right?
Right now,
So-
that dick has
so
a
Ferret-
code name.
Let's
So
ask the
Ferret
chat.
Bomb 95.
Ferret Bomb 95. I
Ferret
like
Bomb
this.
90. Guys, give us code names for our president name.
Yeah, we need code names for our friends around the circle.
Yo.
I'm Ferret Bomb 95.
I will give you some kind of prize, chat, if you can remember what Donald Trump said in one of the debates. He jokingly said his code name would
Why do
be
I-
if he won.
Why do I have to drink? Why
If
do
you remember
have to
that
drink?
and post it in the chat,
Wait,
you'll win
what?
some kind of prize from me. I don't know.
It's flops drink, pepper
An-
drink.
an
It's
album,
going away.
maybe.
Anyway.
Fox drink, pepper drink.
Why? What did I do?
I
Because
don't
the
know.
chat is awesome.
Ah,
Dude,
cool.
Xander, what did you call, it made me smile so much. What did you call our, super fans a few days ago? We were stoned out of our, we don't smoke. We were stoned out of our minds.
What would I
did
call
you,
our super fans?
This is interstate commerce. We're all going to go down now.
Ah, crap.
Oh,
Worse things have happened.
Yeah, this one's from Xander, and it made me
Wait.
super happy.
Yeah, I don't want to say this on the air.
Okay, I'm
because I
totally
feel
saying this
bad.
on the No, because we are unlike anything else in the fandom.
All right.
Like, we sit here and just spew verbal diarrhea.
Okay,
Like, everybody
okay.
else has, a purpose, or a point, or intelligence. And we're just here, it's like, hey, you guys want weird? And Xander said this.
Okay, I was very high when I said this.
Insanely high.
Basically, I was saying we
I
have
got
a
you, Ezra.
small, very, very, very dedicated audience.
Yes.
But those who are into us are really into us. But the
Yes.
general audience really don't know what we are.
So we are the...
Our fans are the hipsters of the fucking furry fandom. I'm
Nice,
sorry.
good
I was
job.
dying when he says that.
You're.
You need
I want
Dragon
to
Show
say yours.
scarves now.
Oh my god, we need Draven Joe scarves!
I'm sorry, guys.
Can you?
I say that with all the love in
Yes!
my heart.
No one sold it. We need a Dragon Show scarf.
Scarf?
We need, oh my
Because
god.
all
and it could
hipsters
be-
have scarves on.
And the clasp could be like my dick, and you could be, and you slide the clasp
I'm not
into
going
your
to buy
ass.
one of these
But you can
scarves.
only wear them on hot days.
No.
You can
Yes!
only wear them on
Give it to
hot.
you.
The official Dragon Show fedora.
God damn it.
The clasp could be like my dick.
I've been
Wait,
drinking
can we,
all
can
day.
we make it like one of those T-shirts from the '90s where they have the little buttons hidden in them that play little sound clips from the show?
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Xander, how's yours doing? Hold on.
Thank you, Valerian.
Are you? Don't.
Oh,
So wait, why do I drink when the chat says drink?
Because they're awesome.
Oh,
Thank you, chat. Why is there a
They're
blue
in
bar?
charge.
No, Alejandro, we are not going to make it Fourth Doctor long because Xander trips over shoelaces. I don't want him to die on a Dragon Show scarf.
I think
You
it's
know how many
QM?
wires I've had to avoid in this house?
I was gonna say QM. They don't sell flask scarves on purpose, but they do sell scarves with pockets that
They
are on the
do.
end and in the middle.
Our
That's
scarf needs a.
adorable.
It's
it comes with a
adorable.
flask. Our
and a
scarf
great
comes
way
with a
to
flask.
sneak things into the theater, like candy and nothing else into any other place it doesn't belong.
I'm gonna move on to
Yes,
another question.
yes, my friend.
I have a question. This is important to say.
Absolutely, Pepper.
My boyfriend at home just I don't know if to be very, very proud of him or very disgusted. But
Okay.
he brought home a purchase from Amazon. He brought home a purchase. He drove, to Seattle. He brought it home. Amazon brought us a package that contained one pair of underwear, and that underwear had a zipper pocket and a plastic flask to make sure your alcohol is as warm as your nuts by the time you get through the venue. And I'm like, if it was me doing that, it would be none surprising.
Thank you, Beans and Boards.
Intuitive.
But it's him. I didn't know whether to congratulate him or be disappointed.
What?
from Beans and Boars.
Yes,
Thank you. I'm so
Thank
glad
you
I got
so
to talk
much.
to you. Getting to Xander, your Furby story had me crying.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
Xander, you killed it on. Oh my god,
So-
I was
It was a
so
highlight.
happy for you.
Ah, thank you.
You see somebody pull out like their Furby fursuit?
What?
Yeah, I saw someone reply to the same thing. They're like they had
Holy
like a Furby head.
Wait, is that a real thing?
Yes, there are definitely Furby fursuits. Many.
I've done
Thank
that
you,
story
guys.
for a long time, and I put it on the shelf for a long time, but going on a main stage, I had to bring it out.
Well,
'cause,
we have a rule. It's once we do the joke on Anthrocon main stage, that's the last year. So the last time we're going to tell a lot of those jokes is MFF at the end of the year, and Xander hadn't been on main stage
Drink.
before.
Drink.
Oh, I owe drinks?
Drink.
Me?
Oh,
No,
thank
not
you,
Drink.
President
Shukin.
Alkali and first bottom Xander.
First bottom Xander.
You
Why are you-
kill your drink. What are you drinking?
Is he
That
taking a
looks
bullet
red.
for me? Is that what's happening?
No, I'm
No,
out.
you took your
Oh,
drink.
okay.
Girl?
What do you want?
That's
Anything.
mean to
Anything
import.
that's not cider
Where?
or
Here or there?
Smirnoff.
What are our presidential code names?
Yeah, guys, we're looking
I
for
want a code
presidential
name.
code names.
I'm jealous!
Flops would like a presidential code name, so we are looking for presidential code names.
Hey.
And yes, Uncle Kage in his fake, not fake fursuit, in his hidden fursuit was amazing.
If you give me a code name that I actually enjoy, I will write you a 15-second slap-based Seinfeld-style theme song.
Sold!
But I
Guys,
have to enjoy it, and I'm a picky boy.
Flops needs a code name that he enjoys. I am not Dad Kalai. President, everybody do...
I appreciate the ASD of movie reference, but it's too modern.
Tumbles equals Xander. Furby go E. I love Furby. Bun Force 1.
One Force
So,
One.
That's good. That's
Because
good.
Harrison Ford was in Air Force One, and he is a good-looking chap here.
But we have Flops, the czar of carrots. I like that.
That's cute. I like that.
I will allow everyone to buy me a drink. Keep your eye on the Dragon Show chat at Megaplex. We're going to find a time that I can go to the bar and just hang out with you.
Jewish.
Oatmeal or flat. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Ooh, which one is this? Ooh, the hops one. I haven't had this yet.
Hop.
Hop.
Can there be a bottle for Bunny's shirt? Silver got him on. Well, that was an incredibly hysterical moment in the
That
chat.
one was not ours.
Yep, that one goes to another gentleman. Huskoon, if you're out there watching, we do miss you, buddy.
Oh.
Hopefully you can join us again on the chat.
I know who that is.
Yeah, he's a super sweet guy.
So the game was, well, first off, Huskun got trashed off less than a 6 case of Zima.
Neat.
That's what I said. And
Secretary of Technology Miko and Secretary of Blowing Shit Up Pepper drink from Shukin.
I didn't blow shit up that often.
Oh, yeah, but you're going to have to drink.
Oh my God.
Guys, you're so generous.
But
Thank you
as he
so
was,
much.
As he was finishing these Zima bottles, he saw a bunny back there. After he was trashed, he decided, bottles for bunnies, and he would whip it over his shoulder and try to hit. He never hit the
The
bunny.
chances of him hitting a bunny was 1,000,000 to 1, and I was legitimately worried about that one.
But yeah. What
It took us
matters?
forever to grow that.
I have met Huskoon, but I don't have any problems with him. But does the intent of trying to hit a bunny matter, even if it's probably not going to happen? This is a deep question.
This is
Let's
a
move
very
on
deep
to something
question.
else.
So I was gonna say that
The
deep
people
question can
versus
be
us.
answered by I worked in retail. I always aim to hit.
Valid point. Valid point.
Okay.
Wait, what are you aiming to hit
Hey.
at retail?
The
Up that time.
bottles,
Very good to
everyone.
see you, my friend. You have a wonderful
that mean?
night. Enjoy the rest of your night. President Bearhair, drink! That is John! Stay
Yeah.
Stay hydrated,
I'm
friend.
thirsty, but I refuse to acknowledge the name.
All right, I got another rule.
Oh, we had. Oh, shit. I didn't know we were at rule. All right, guys.
think
Stream
so.
Kings. Here we go. Third rule coming up.
Skylar,
Hey, thank you so much, Skylar.
Hi, Skylar.
when a drink is refilled, everyone, including them, has to take a drink. This applies even if the original drink is not empty and if the drink's owner is not the one doing the refilling.
Wait, but we're drinking beer. How does that work if we're not
When
reading?
You don't wanna know.
when you sit down with a new can, we all drink. So basically that sounded so alcoholic. We have the most alcoholic stream. You know, I've actually gotten complaints like, guys, just so you know, your stream is like the opposite of AA. I'm like, that is going to be on a T-shirt one day.
Kids, you don't have
Inside, just throw it off to the side. I recycle. Just throw it off
don't
to the
have
side.
to drink to
Remember
have
to
good
recycle,
times.
Can we make the? I don't want to make it serious.
What?
But there's a I don't want to say a movement in the fandom, but there is a part of the conversation that is that they believe I say
Suffragists.
people believe that the fandom I guess glorifies alcohol to a large extent, and I can't necessarily disagree if you look at the main stage events of our
I
biggest
unfortunately
things.
don't disagree with that. It's I don't say that we glorify it. I definitely think the fandom has all unanimously agreed to the point of the people that go up on stage is like, we just don't care anymore as long as you're responsible.
Yeah.
And to me, that is true. Like, if you're drinking to get drunk, that's a problem. If you're drinking because you want to drink, I have no problem with that until I am escorting you back to your room.
You didn't escort me back to my...
I didn't escort you back to your room. I escorted you to a random fucking room.
Oh, that time.
Yeah.
I think at the time you escorted me to your room, and then we had a bathroom argument.
Yes, we did have a bathroom argument.
Bathroom in that I'm in the bathroom just going like, help! And he's like, what? And I'm like, I can't find the light switch.
Fox, Xander and myself are huge Kyle Kinane fans.
Yes.
We got to witness Kyle Kinane open for Patton Oswalt before he had ever been heard of, and half a year later, he was the voice of Comedy Central. Kyle Kinane is one of the people I would consider. That would be Fox Kittigan. I can't actually read it just
real quick story. If you know my story about the beer creating a storm in my tummy, that is from when we went to see Kyle Kinane, because I had not eaten all day, and he picked me up, and we went to the Chicago nightclub, and they make you order stuff. So he ordered a huge pitcher of beer. He had to drive, so I had to finish a fucking huge Three Floyds pitcher.
It was a
and
delicious
had a very
beer.
good time, but that's all I ate that day.
Was beer. One beer.
One beer, one big
extra large
thing.
beer. I did that once, but it was beer we found.
From Gross Skunk, is Miko a lab mouse now? What did you do?
I'm albino.
God damn it! Oh, I missed it. Good work.
Oh,
You know what?
Fred
Everyone take a
Context.
drink for that one. That was good.
Well done.
Everyone take a drink for that joke.
Everyone take another drink.
Oh, you
because
got a new
I opened
drink.
Another drink.
Everyone drink.
Oh,
making
boy, I'm
a
gonna need-
return
I'm actually thinking
with a
about getting
bang.
beer.
Oh!
He is
Beer.
John!
Beer.
Hey,
Beer.
what did we just talk about?
Right. I'm not going to
Don't
pressure you.
Alcohol to have a good time. It
You
just helps.
don't need. And that being said,
With this
there's
crowd?
there's a weird thing sitting behind the TV in the garage. If you would like that instead.
Just make sure don't
One
drink
day-
beer.
No.
One day I'm going to be on a
Literally does
stand
not.
in a
Oh
court.
shit! I forgot.
Alcohol
Oh,
from
absolutely.
Santa
And we'll be using, we'll be
Correct.
exploring the phrase plausible deniability.
Oh, we've been there multiple times.
You need to answer your phone from your from what I'm assuming is Dixie.
Does she want to be a part of the show?
Autofox, I would give almost anything to have Patton Oswalt as a con.
Yeah,
He is one of my heroes. That man is a genius.
I still have to go through questions.
Oh, we still have questions. Questions.
Tyro.
Hey, Tyro.
He's gone. He went to go buy a mattress.
Oh, hold on. I'm actually going to pause you. I wanted one for Flops. Flops from Alec Wolf. Flops, when did you get into playing bass guitar?
I started late because I was a brass player for the longest time. I played tuba, trumpet, trombone, and I wrote
So you
electronic music.
dropped an R? Is that how that works?
What the
Wow.
shit, Xander?
What?
What
I never thought about it that way.
That's how
That's
my
just good.
brain works.
You know,
I'm
I started when I
sorry.
was 17, and I'm 46 now, so I've been playing for a while.
Holy shit, Xander.
I missed
What?
a lot.
Xander had a good one.
Alright.
All right, so you drop bass to go to bass.
I dropped brass to go to bass.
You drop bass, bass.
Yeah.
I play both, but I started when I was 17, and I'm approximately 46 now, so it's been a long time.
You're approximately 46 now.
Approximately.
Yeah.
Within 50 years.
You're bad at age.
Within 50 years, either way. So I'm not incorrect.
Margin of error, 30.
The P is definitely above 0.05.
Have you ever have any of you ever seen Harvey Birdman?
I
yes.
adore Harvey Birdman.
You know Stephen Colbert's character?
Yes.
That's so fucking
Gee,
lovely.
there's a line that sticks out to me randomly right now. I don't know why I thought this. He goes, haha, multi-entendre. What's a multi-entendre? Entendre, and how can we make one happen?
It's more than a double.
Right now?
It's got to be at least
In
3
general,
entendres
if someone
happening.
comes up with it,
Oh my.
something will happen.
You're amazing.
I'm too drunk for this question.
All right, everyone. So, one moment. To the entirety of the presidential house, that's everyone, take a drink to Flops.
Flops.
To
Flops.
Onyx, to answer your question, there is a restaurant over us by the name of Baracos. Baracos is some of the best Chicago pizza. And they are.
Wait.
John does. They do not have the best sausage pizza. They have the best everything else, and John is a big sausage pizza fan.
You know what? It's the best deep dish I've had. Everything else
yes.
is
They're
on
thin
par.
crust.
No, their thin crust is
John, I have a mission
bad.
for you. I am the first bottom, apparently. So what?
I don't want this job.
He has a mission. No, hey,
No,
your first
every-
bottom has a mission.
Look, every first whatever needs a bullshit initiative. There's online bullying for Melania. There was don't eat too much for Michelle Obama. What is mine?
Don't bottom too much.
Don't bottom too much. Oh
I
God!
do not like this initiative.
Yours is making
Cut
sure
it
lube
out.
is available to everybody.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Free access to lube. That'll be yours.
Yes.
Ellie Flop's Twitter, I believe if I'm right, is Flop Base Bun? Flop Space Bun?
What's my what?
What's your Twitter handle?
My I have no idea.
Ah, you're the
I-
same as
He
me.
never
He
uses
doesn't use
Twitter.
I have one
Government
tweet right
sanctioned.
now.
You need to get better at Twitter. Even I do.
I purged my Twitter, and I don't remember why, because I woke up and it was purged.
A chicken
Oh,
in
so
every
you got
pot,
drunk
and that
now.
chicken
Oh,
was
I
very
get drunk and I
it's
lubricated.
because I followed you.
I
I'm
woke
sorry.
up and it was. I had to erase my whole Twitter because this person
Just
followed me.
if you-
From Busey.
What?
If alkali covered is made in cheese, would it be Xander the Blue?
Flop the
Thanks,
Base
Skip.
Bun.
God
There you go.
damn it, Boozy.
You're the best.
Love you, Busey.
I'd
Thank
be
you,
happy
Busey.
with that. Can we do some kind of weird situation where you're stuffed inside a chicken?
Hey,
Hey,
what just happened?
I don't
Very
know,
specific-
chicken cordon bleu joke.
Oh,
Cheers.
Wow.
Wow.
Can I be the slice of
Wow.
ham?
President
That-
Guitar Pepper, please drink.
Look, I
Do
was
me, do me.
I'm being stuffed in a chicken.
I was
apparently.
11 when I was
President Bun Force 1, please drink.
No, but
Wait,
I'll
wait,
do it
wait.
anyways.
If I'm being stuffed in a chicken and that chicken is a attractive chicken furry, then that's totally fine.
Okay, you know
What?
what? You love
I don't
cock
have
so
it.
much.
Yeah.
Wait, have you ever
So
Yeah,
you'd be
but-
stuffed in a rooster.
Rooster.
inside?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
You said chicken.
Wait,
Well,
I
a
said
chicken
chicken.
is
can be a
female?
rooster, a hen is
I think
not.
chicken is gender neutral.
It is.
Chicken is my
Okay.
gender neutral pronoun?
No,
Hey, look, Pepper.
no, a chicken.
God damn it, Pepper.
Chicken is gender neutral.
I
No,
know
it's
it
not.
is.
A rooster is male.
What's,
No,
then
yeah,
what's a
and,
hen?
and the
is
female is hen.
Hen.
So what is
yes.
chicken?
Really?
Is
Yeah.
chicken male or female? Because we already have a
Yeah.
male and a female, so a chicken is neutral, right?
Oh
Correct.
my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, chicken
Meat.
is like, it's a dog.
Anyway.
It's a chicken.
It's yeah, dog is the gender neutral
It's
term.
not a bitch.
That's why I refer to everyone as dog.
Sup, dog?
It's neutral.
I had a.
It's neutral, and on the off
Is
chance
there-
that they are a dog suitor, or the very good chance, you're like, hey, I'm petting your
Dog.
head.
Did it.
Dog.
I had a.
Is there a male or female version of like ferret? Is there like a ferret term that means
That's a good
male
question.
ferret or female ferret?
Whore.
Oh.
Wait, which one's that for? 'Cause,
And then
Yeah.
the male is weasel.
You know,
I know you guys can't see this, but Pepper, because of the way he's sitting, has to watch a dog shit right now.
Yeah,
because
baby.
that's what's happening over
Don't
there.
shame the dog. It's fine. I told you it was a gender neutral term.
Chicken's not isn't vegan.
Chicken isn't vegan?
Chicken isn't vegan?
Milk and
Chickens
eggs,
are
good.
vegan.
I
Gelato
love that.
isn't vegan?
Nisbet is right. You said anyway. Everyone drink.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Oh,
you said it again.
2.
half
Have a
sip,
sip,
though.
boys. Have a sip.
chickens.
Whoa! When the fuck did that happen?
What?
I just saw that we're up to 95 people.
Oh, hi, guys.
Holy shit,
It's
guys!
been chilling in the
Invite your
90s for a while.
friends.
It got
I
to
was at
100 at one
100.
point.
No fucking way. I was watching earlier. It was at like 60. I'm like,
Yeah,
this is a
100.
pretty good show.
You started,
Yeah,
yeah.
baby.
Oh my god, guys, that
It broke
means the
100
world
at
to
some
me.
point.
Thank you.
I've been watching.
Pepper isn't vegan?
You
don't
guys
know.
are
Must,
amazing.
this is must stream TV.
Pepper's not
Street,
vegan.
I
Pepper's
hate
not
you
vegan
so
because
much.
Are
he
you guys
gets drunk
gonna-
and rude.
Wow.
Are you guys gonna watch the KSI Logan Paul boxing match?
It's pay-per-view.
Wait,
It's
what?
$7. It costs
What the hell is
$7.
KSI?
KSI is this British black guy. He's very large. Then they have Logan Paul, also very large. So I don't like. It's not
Oh.
like watching. Oh, let's watch. Jacksepticeye is cranked now too. I can't even make that joke. Like let's watch. Who's the
Mega
guy?
Twink.
Ray William Johnson box.
I have a
Oh my
crazy
God.
story about that actually. That
Let's hear it.
I just got the news of this today. So I used to be a private investigator before my current job, which I'll be unknown. And I got the proof, and I'll show them later. But I'm not going to show it to here because it has my address on it.
Gotcha.
But I used to be a PI, and one of the big things that they would do is these companies would send PIs out to bars to make sure that no one was showing boxing matches illegally. And And that YouTube boxing match just announced a couple days ago that
They're
it would not be
contracting
a free live stream. It would cost $7. So within 24 hours of that, a contract went out to every PI firm ever that says,
So a hit.
if you find somewhere showing an illegal version of that boxing match, let us know and take pictures of it. So there's already a contract out on that. So if you're planning to show that illegally, and I show up, I'm not doing that kind of work anymore. You're solid. You're golden. I'll look out for you.
What you're saying?
What's the limit of? Because for pay-per-views, you can buy a special package for your bar to watch it.
Yeah,
you
I
just
was
pay
saying,
It's
more.
usually
my
pretty
question.
obvious if it's an illegal
No,
stream.
I'm saying, does YouTube have set up? What if someone wants to stream that YouTube thing for their bar to watch? Is there another price you pay, or
Is
just
it-
pay the $8?
I'm guessing it's a PPV.
I believe it's different because it's commercial setting.
Do you have to buy it 50 times, like for the 50 people in
You
your
know,
bar?
I
or-
have no idea.
how do
but
they show,
I
like,
do
the
know
UFC
you
fights
can't
and stuff?
pay-per-view movies and put them on in a bar. That's not.
There
okay.
is something about there is a level that you can buy it to then show it publicly.
Yeah, for
there
organizations.
is a level.
and
that
it's
you can do.
number of people. If it's
I'm-
going to be
right.
1,000,
I'm
it's this
sure
much.
there are
if it's
terms
20.
to it. Right.
Fox, we're going to answer your question.
Can't
in a
hold
moment.
on. I have to make my stupid Logan Paul joke.
Please do.
All right, Logan Paul,
for
for
it.
this boxing match, you cannot make money on the YouTube video if you are the one who's dead.
All right. The one corpse you can YouTube is your own.
Yeah.
I think ethically, yeah. If you die, you can show your own dead
No!
body on your own YouTube channel. What's ethically
Cancel
wrong with
this
that?
conversation right now.
Yeah,
Cancel
we're going
this
to a new one.
What
We're
I'm
going
saying
to a
is,
new one.
I'm live streaming my funeral eventually, and hopefully you're all there.
All right, that's fine. I
Fox,
don't like this.
Fox asked a question.
And as they stand up, I understand some of you couldn't attend. I'm glad that you're live streaming. It looks like we have
$4.
120 viewers. Thank you very much. Thank you for the donation.
Oh my God.
Send
my
flowers.
estate picks that up, man.
Skylar, everything. There was a gentleman named Fox who on the chat
Yes.
asked, since we are such big stand-up fans,
Okay.
what other stand-ups can we recommend? Fox, thank you so much,
Thank
dude.
you,
That's
Fox.
very nice of you.
I'll just go off the top of my head. All right, Cal Kinane, Patton Oswalt,
Yes.
Jim Jeffries.
Yes.
Obviously, George Carlin's my favorite of all
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Actually, surprisingly, Bobcat Goldthwait's not his character.
Not
his
the
newer
character.
stuff is actually
Yes.
pretty fun.
It's way good.
He's amazing.
Yeah, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, he
I don't mean
is
to
the
insult you,
no, he is the epitome of got pigeonholed into a character.
but
like-
he's a genuinely
Yeah.
good.
No, he's a
comedic mind.
hysterical
He's awesome.
dude. Fire Truck.
Fire Truck,
There's a
yes.
skit from Bobcat
You know
Goldthwait
what I'm
just
talking
called Fire Truck.
Look
Watch
I
it.
just noticed that.
What is the Bobcat Goldthwait movie with the talking horse and he gives him stock tips?
That is
Hot to Trot.
Thank
Hot
you.
to
Hot
Trot.
to
That
Trot.
was a pretty funny movie.
I used to love that when I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
There is a comedian that I would say
another beer?
I need your help with his name.
What?
It's been way too long. The comedian that I absolutely loved. He had a train behind him the entire time on his HBO special.
I don't know. Oh, Richard Jenny.
Thank you.
Who's the guy?
Richard Jenny might be my all-time, that is the level of comedy that I one day hope to get up to. That gentleman was a brilliant comedian who just, let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, he's
he was a
freaking
brilliant
amazing.
comedian. Quack, quack, honk,
I'm
what the
hearing
fuck?
things.
Hi,
Quack,
Quack.
You gotta
didn't
even
make
out
it
that
one of
99,
Also-
dude.
Also,
Oh my God! Wait, is that a story?
Wait, what? What's
No, I'm not telling that story. You can tell that story. I'm not telling it.
I don't know this story. You have to tell this.
How
I
could,
don't-
how could they possibly carry you to bed?
No, they
no.
only made
Hey,
it
I wanna two point this- Kabuki
times.
says any lady comedians. Can I shout out Lisa Lampanelli?
Lisa
Yeah, that's
Lampanelli
good.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
Frick, what's her name? She toured with Patton forever. The Comedians of Comedy Tour.
Paul Poundstone.
Maria Bamford.
Okay.
Maria
Yeah.
Bamford
All
is
right,
a
Maria
level.
Bamford. Let's go way back. Let's go into the way back machine. I learned all of my callbacks from Rita Rutner. Rita Rutner is an old comedian. Her entire show is all about just nonsense and callbacks, and it's amazing.
She's so goddamn procedural.
She is so good.
Yeah.
She's like a clinician of
She
comedy.
is the person stood in front of a mirror for days getting it perfect.
I think
because
she's like a female Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Seinfeld also rehearsed the
But-
shit.
Oh,
out
yeah.
of
Kind
it.
of mean to
Like-
her.
Then we
considering his-
Hey, you be nice.
Wait, is
No,
Seinfeld in trouble? Did
Jerry
Seinfeld get a Me
Seinfeld-
Too?
No, Jerry Seinfeld's just
Would
yeah,
be nothing
Did he get
without
a
his
Me
show.
Too?
Oh,
Like,
He would
Did he
not
get
be
a Me
that
Too?
popular.
Did he get a Me
Jerry-
Too? That's
Larry-
genius.
Jerry
Would you be
Seinfeld was kind of a different style of brilliant. He didn't. I liked his stand-up. I didn't like go out of my way to look for it, but it translated so well to the screen. You got to give the
He
man
can make
It
credit.
everyone
hasn't
relate to it.
changed
Because
since
the
the
shit he
la- it
bitched
hasn't-
about everyone at some point was
popper.
irritating.
Exactly.
I got it.
Exactly.
He
But
made it
hasn't,
relabeled
his bit hasn't changed since.
It doesn't
probably
need to
like-
change. He's
He's
got
playing Joel
as-
Red, I think, tomorrow night.
That's lazy. That's like writing a hit album and only playing that album for the rest of the time.
But,
you
You're
tour.
not
but
wrong.
his bit is a whole genre. Observational
Yes.
comedy.
Ah,
It's his
yeah, but you
But
can still make new bits.
We're
and he
gonna
doesn't
go
believe it.
way
Yes,
back
yes,
now
contemporaries.
to probably one of the greatest surreal female comedians to have ever existed.
Okay.
Gene Wilder's wife.
Gilda Radner.
Gilda
never saw
Radner
this
was on
movie.
Saturday Night
Yeah,
I
Live.
didn't know that was
Yeah.
his wife.
Yeah, Gilda Radner was married to Gene Wilder. If you ever wanted to see something, Gilda Radner has a special. It's on video where she does just skits, and her and the gentleman who I emulated all throughout high school, which would have been Father Guido Sarducci, joined
Guido.
together. Father Guido Sarducci was amazing. They joined together and did an entire HBO special. It is somewhere out there. Go find it. If you want to learn how to do, what do you call that when you actually do a skit instead of doing stand-up? There's a word for
One
that.
man show.
Character?
Hey, Aaron, or we
Yeah,
mentioned-
character
they mentioned
stand-up,
George
whatever.
Carlin.
Rita, but Gilda Radner is definitely one of the people that I have looked up to my entire life. I started off with Gilda Radner and Bill Cosby as my comedians. They were who got me started on this, and no matter what you say about him now, Bill Cosby will always hold the title of holy shit. He made comedy funny without being even
That
remotely
rapist
dirty.
sure is funny.
That rapist
What
sure is
happened-
funny. Yeah.
Wait,
happens-
you make what happened to that guy?
You can be a rapist and still be
He
funny.
got arrested.
William Cosby.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened to
What
that
happened to
guy?
that
He got
William
arrested for
Cosby?
57 rapes.
Oh fuck!
Hold on, Nico.
I was gonna say, what happened in their life that they named their kid Guido?
That's
Oh,
not
no,
his
it's a
real
stage
name.
name.
I believe
That's
that
his
is
character. I forget. No.
Okay,
Bill,
but
you're younger. You don't know.
No. Character or not, what happened in their parents' life?
What made them name their child Rodney Dangerfield?
That's not.
What a strange surname.
Pee Wee Herman? Who gives the kid the name Pee Wee?
Peter Williams Herman.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
All right, sorry, Miko.
I knew it was a character.
I know.
Rand.
Sorry.
I know you know. You are obviously making a joke. That was good.
No,
It's all
at
better
one
than
point,
It's funnier to believe he thought a man's name was actually
No.
Guido.
No,
I
he
am
wasn't
very young.
point,
He knew.
an Italian
and Now I
person.
need to find a man named Guido.
Yeah, no, an Italian person thought up that name. It was really cool for like 5 years, and then it became
And then racism
a thing.
happened.
Yeah, and then racism happens,
It happened one day.
and now we have Mario. All right,
Whoa, dry scale. Carol Burnett. Fuck yeah. Way up there. Carol Burnett is
I have
a fucking
another
amazing.
drinking rule.
Hold on.
Who
John's
was
got
the
something.
comedian with all the ham?
That is
Or
Pat
that tree has
Oswalt.
to come down.
Pat Waldo.
Patton Oswalt. Oh, okay.
No, that
Patton Oswalt is all the ham. That tree had to come down as another gentleman who died far before his time. That was John Panette.
Oh,
John
yes.
Panette is another one. That gentleman started off his career as a very large mammal. His entire career centered around how large he was and food, and he did it like a master.
And musical theater.
And that's what happened. He got a leading role in Madame Butterfly, but to get the leading role, he had to lose 50 pounds. Totally got it, not into shape, but he totally slimmed down, but was still doing all this overweight comedy, so it was kind of weird. And then one day he was just like, okay, I'm going to just do a bunch of other stuff. Started to get popular and died. It was the fucking saddest thing ever. If you watch the Food Network, he died after filming his first season of a show, which was legitimately fun. It was all these weird, wild, out there. It was like Guy Fieri if you weren't a piece of shit. It was actually
Guy
pretty
Fieri
fun.
is not a piece of
I
shit.
love Guy Fieri.
No. The character that he portrays
He's a piece
is
of shit.
awful.
Yeah.
It is awful.
The day
But
after
he's a
the-
weird uncle.
It's fine.
very soon after gay marriage became like the law of the land, Supreme Court, and all that shit, Guy Fieri officiated, I think it was 150 gay and lesbian weddings at one big event and then catered it.
What?
Okay, all right, hold on.
Unless that's
Whoa!
some like Snopes myth I made up.
We've got a Kage in the chat.
Hi, Kage.
Hey,
Hey
what's
Sam,
up?
how you doing, buddy?
Is he Nisbet?
No, he's
No.
Kage! Damn it!
Oh,
You keep
quotation
mentioning
marks.
You keep mentioning Patton Oswalt.
He's a
I have a question.
legend.
According to BoJack Horseman, his persona would be a penguin.
Yes.
What would you peg his persona as? I would a capybara.
Wait,
there aren't enough capybara personas out there. Please, if you're considering making another persona, make it a
Capybara.
capybara.
Patton Oswalt's persona?
Otto Fox, I
Yeah.
miss John Paulette so much.
What do you think it would be?
You know what? Here's what I think it would be. I think it would be that Patton Oswalt is probably the closest to, if we just randomly invite him to a FurCon, he'll show up with a persona.
I
A
think,
capybara.
I think he has enough misunderstood hate in himself that he should be like some kind of cat. Where everyone
Alright.
thinks from the outside he's just super crass, but
You
really
see-
he's
no,
a great guy.
You saw my
That's
big
fair.
cat. He kind of looked
That's
like that.
100%.
I have another
fair.
drinking rule. Our last one.
Oh, hold on. Are we on the last drink?
Yes,
oh my
our
god.
$20 patrons. We love you.
Shit.
Well, because, like,
No, you're right.
we did this on short notice.
You're right.
No, all right. Shukin Flash.
Hey, Shukin.
Every time, we're going to die.
Everyone drink. I got a drink.
Every time you guys go off on a tangent and don't finish
Oh,
your original
shit.
point or
Nope.
story,
Nope.
I didn't get to name my comedians I like.
Hold on, we're going back to that. We're going
take
back
a
to
drink. So every tangent that doesn't get finished, and name your comedian.
That. Okay, so basically what we're saying is
So
at
what-
the end of the show, we need to finish a bunch of drinks.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
I was
yes.
gonna say because the whole
Yes.
point of us
Just
forgetting
go
them
get the
is
tequila.
that we don't
I'll do
have-
4 shots and be done.
So, I'll go inside and get us tequila. Thank you very much, Shukin. And now that I know that Kage's in here, before we go over to your favorite comedians, everybody, once again, Kage was kind enough to give up his weekend for us so that we could do the Kickstarter last weekend for the Kickstarter. Let's show Kage some love. If you plan on going to Kage's show tomorrow, if you plan on being on his stream, let's let him know. I want him to see the love in the room. Thank you guys
Yeah.
very much.
Thank
I
you,
know that I'm going to
Kage.
be traveling tomorrow, but I'm still going to try to tune in for a little while because his show is amazing, as always.
Yeah.
Pepper, comedians.
I have two opposites of the same spectrum of comedy that seems almost entirely improvisational, stream of thought, just one guy kind of melting down at an audience, and a person who constructs every bit of it. The person who doesn't seem to care, Mark Maron.
Mark Maron is
Yes!
a god.
I'm talking about currently performing people. Mark Maron is insanely good.
Me and Dragger got to see him live.
My
Totally.
favorite
I want to
role
believe
is-
that he really does bring out all of his notes out of security and then abandon them because
Yeah.
he has this bit where he says like, well, if I prepare and fail, I'm just a huge piece of shit and I'm a failure. But if I don't prepare and succeed, I'm like a comedic genius.
Yes.
What is that
He's
thing?
great.
The good bet?
Is this already like a pre-existing philosophical phenomenon?
No, it's a good thing. It's a 2x2 table. You believe in God, you don't believe in God. There is a God, there isn't a God. So the whole good bet is there is a God. You believe in God.
Uh-huh.
Hey, your afterlife's pretty good, and you lived a pretty good life. Great. There is a God, and you don't believe in God. Oh, buddy.
Fuck, yeah.
There isn't a God, and you believe in God. Well, you lived a pretty good life, and it's not so bad. I mean, everybody dies. There isn't a God, and you didn't believe in God. You lived your life to the fucking fullest, and you had no consequences at the end.
But the best odds are with.
The best odds are with believing in God and living a decent life, because you got a 75% chance of having a good outcome.
Fine.
Can I guess?
Alejandro, yes on Eddie Izzard. Holy shit.
Eddie,
Can
I was going
guess
to mention
another
Eddie
favorite
Izzard.
comedian of Peppers?
What? What
Sam
else?
Harris.
I don't know Sam Harris.
Oh no, because then you don't get that. That was a really bad joke.
Oh, I get him. I know who it is.
Oh.
Anyway.
Hold on, Pepper had a second one. What was the second one?
The other
Oh, anyway,
side.
drink.
Horrible.
Someone whose material is intensely crafted and completely thought out. He released a special on Netflix that is 4 total specials, but all in one and all released at
Holy
once.
shit, I know, yes.
His name. There are callbacks from first to fourth special, where watching them all in order becomes this insane, almost 4-hour odyssey. His name is James Acaster, Acaster. He's real young too, and he just kind of. I'd never heard of
Oh,
the
I've
dude.
seen him. Yeah, I've seen him around.
He's
Yeah.
English, so I guess that would make a little bit more sense if I haven't heard of him. But like,
Right. They have a different style of how they do things.
it's completely.
definitely.
It has nothing to do with politics. It's not current events at
No,
all.
I
It's just
know.
like weird word games and
Right, no, that's a very British thing to do.
subversion of expectations. Yeah, it's great.
You were the one who told me this, Andrew. Didn't you watch a documentary about how hard it is to be a comedian in another country and come to America?
It was a Radio Lab or a This American Life
The
thing.
French dude, right?
A
Got your
French
drink.
comedian. Yep.
He's still doing it.
We're
Drink.
Oh, I'm drinking. The first bottom.
Hybrid, we don't talk about Mitch Hedberg because he was too good.
He's amazing.
Too good for
I love
his time.
Mitch Hedberg.
He's a god. Holy shit.
Actually, related question. Here we go. Here's the question. Sorry. Fuck.
It's still bad.
It's
Here it is.
okay. You do not worry about it.
Shelly. Say hi to Shelly.
Hey, Shelly. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I apologize.
As comedians, what are some
Pepper,
ways?
drink.
What are some ways you deal with hecklers?
Oh,
What?
Pascal.
How many
Ranger.
hecklers do you get at FurCon shows?
You know what happens to someone who's very drunk and likes to scream things? That's
Yeah, but
about
that's-
it.
if-
That's not bad.
Are you
That's
about to
not
tell
bad.
a heckler story about how you dealt with me?
I was gonna say one of my first memories of you actually was, I think it was the second time we did the libation appreciation panel at First Squared, and
So First Square 2?
I believe so. Yeah.
Because I was at it.
Yep. Pepper disappears
brought me
after
there.
whatever
They brought me
panel
there.
happened prior. Yeah. Pepper disappears. Great. Okay. Well, we're gonna run this panel like we were hoping to have him on there, but whatever. Things happen. And out of the back of the room, the doors fly open, and here comes a coyote fursuit. And I'm just
Thank
like,
you, Kabuki.
I think I know who this is. And then I looked at how tall he was, and I went, I know who this is. And
I wear my suit so infrequently. The fact I did it for this makes it more magic.
yeah,
It does.
And so he starts walking to the stage with with a
Conviction.
strut.
Yeah.
He is ready to get up on stage as we're sitting here talking with the audience about
I got
various
that close to the
quizzes.
stage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got about 3/4 of the way there before you biffed it.
I fell down?
You absolutely fell down.
I remember going, "Ooh, the fun arrived, waka waka waka," and that's
walked
the end
up
of my
there.
memory.
And I was just sitting there like, oh my god, is he okay? And
Did I
like
fall forward or
six,
backward?
you fell forward.
Okay.
And like 6 people came and picked you up and may as well have crowd surfed you out of the room.
I remember standing like this, but my feet not touching.
They
the
were
ground.
not
Yes,
touching
there
the
it
ground.
You had your feet bent backwards so that you didn't drag your feet on the ground
They
because you
were
were saying,
struggling.
"Don't ruin my feet," and you lifted them off the ground while they dragged you out
So
of the
Miko,
room.
they did the Japanese wrestling. This person was just murdered, so we're dragging him backstage now.
Correct.
That's basically what they
That
did
is
with Pepper.
100% what
Put up my
happened.
feet.
You
Don't
put up your
ruin-
feet.
Don't ruin my paws, bro.
Don't
Like-
ruin my
The
paws.
Don't
crowd
scuff
should
my
have started
paws.
chanting, that was murder.
That was murder. Shelly, to answer your question, I've never had to deal with like a straight up heckler, but otherwise, yeah, I would just wait to go away. But if they keep going, you have to address it. Otherwise,
The only
And you-
time I've had to deal with a straight up heckler
Uh-huh.
was at a open mic outside of the Fandom.
Oh, it was me,
And I
wasn't
was, no, it was not you. I was doing my shit, and somebody literally, between sentences, "You suck! You suck!" And I looked at him, "Dick! I suck!" And I literally just, I stopped my performance, and I went into all the different ways I suck dick, got out of the crowd, and I was this close to the guy, screaming at him how the different ways I suck dick. The audience loved it, and this guy is trying to scream over the audience at me, but I know how to ignore everyone
You're
because I
very
do it
loud,
loud.
Also, he's
and you
very
have a
loud.
mic
Yeah.
at this point. Like,
And I had a microphone.
you don't even need them.
Yeah, and I had come up with different I believe I was coming up with every day. I was like, "Do you know what the fucking metra is? The metra is when you have a train of dicks, a whole train of dicks just going into my mouth. You know, the tunnel under Chicago where they sell drugs." And I would just do that.
Monday, Tuesday,
Oh.
happy dicks.
Wait.
Tuesday,
None of it-
Friday.
It was kind of like loosely, yes. It was kind of like
Happy
loosely
dicks?
stringed together,
I'm not
and
a club
I
man,
want-
but are you
hold
talking
on.
about oral sex?
this is a golden
It's
opportunity.
Friday. I'm in dicks.
I want to see a gay version of Happy Days. Happy Dicks.
God damn it.
That or the
What?
Smith song.
What does he kick to make work? What does Fonzie kick? The fucking machine.
gotta-
Hey.
There you go. Oh my God, shiny.
Ooh, he sits on the shark.
Oh,
He's like
Dom
jumping.
Shiny's here. Oh, that guy's
Hello.
dope.
He's one of my
Hey,
favorites.
you got a
What
great
is your
voice.
What is
He
your
does.
favorite joke to tell somebody when somebody says, "Oh, you're a comedian, tell me a joke"? I personally just say Trump and turn around and never
Oh.
look back. What else?
Yeah.
What do you guys got? What's your
I say no.
no? And there you go.
I mean, it's so because what works as a stand-up usually doesn't work as a fucking joke structure.
Correct.
Like that's not modern stand-up at all.
Depends
no,
on your
hold on.
style.
You yelled. I watched. You were drunk as shit. You yelled at a fan of yours like, "Xander, tell me a joke," and you screamed, "I'm not your monkey!" And as you turned around, you said loud enough for him to hear, "I would never throw shit at that man." I was just like, "Holy fuck, that was brilliant!" You said, "What?"
That was a joke.
Yeah, no, it was solid. It was fucking
Speaking of
solid.
which, did anyone see the woman who was mad at Starbucks? So she shat on the floor and threw it at the guy.
Was that Starbucks?
I saw that.
That was amazing.
I
All right,
saw that.
guys, evolution exists. We just proved it.
That was the
Who needs
greatest
something?
video I ever saw. I was laughing so hard.
Wait, there's a video?
You guys,
Yes!
You guys,
You drink.
I'm good. You guys really don't have a more intricate joke prepared for when someone asks you to do a joke.
You
That's
know,
not our job.
I got a good one.
What do you
Go for
think?
it.
I go like this.
Are you a
Th-
comedian?
and it's,
Tell me
I
a
am
joke.
not. I'm a musician, and every musician wants to be a comedian, and every comedian wants to be a musician. It's
Every
a
mu-
common known
It's,
fact.
it's every musician thinks they're funny.
Right.
Oh.
And as a preface, I am not, and
the
I am
bottle
more of a
opener?
musician. A man walks into a bar
Yeah.
with a giraffe. He gets drunk as all shit, and he's passing out on the floor, and the bartender goes, I already fucked it up. He goes to leave.
I
And
think
the
that's pretty
bartender
good.
goes, "You can't leave that lion there." And he goes, "That's not a lion. That's a giraffe."
Giraffe. Speaking of Bobcat
It's not
Wow.
good. And I
Awesome.
already fucked it up.
Awesome.
Nah, it's all right.
This is why we play bass.
That was a long stretch.
I know.
I'm a comedian, but
But
I
I
don't know
enjoyed
any
it.
jokes.
Nah, I got a few one-liners. I just fucking forget them. I seriously do.
What is your go-to song when someone asks you to play something? Same
Ooh.
question
Yeah,
for
you
Fred.
could do the equivalent of like when you're walking onto an airplane with
My
a
own
guitar case,
music.
and they're like, "Huh? I didn't know we were gonna have free musical entertainment on this flight. Why don't you play us a song? Why don't you play us a song?" I'm like, "I don't play music for free," and then I walk away.
Hold on. Is that really a thing that's happened to you?
All of those sentences has been said to me in a different tone of voice in a different order. Yes.
And
Holy
now all you
shit.
need- all you
Just
need to
walk
do is
on a
say,
guitar.
Well, I need to do it for more than exposure.
I already have. I have earbuds in. I have like one eye open. I'm trying to look scary so no one fucking talks to me.
Hey, guys.
It doesn't work.
Got a new drink. Everyone drink.
Hey,
Who's
hey,
calling
Chad,
you?
Chad asked what's your go-to song to play if someone asks you to play Miko and Pepper and myself, but I don't have a real answer.
Oh, I usually like ask them various pop songs they know, and they just play nonsense, and then I'll try to play Wonderwall, but realize I don't even really know how to play Wonderwall, and it becomes a big it becomes a slow burn disappointment until they forgot about me doing a song, and then I leave.
Some,
Oh.
No,
How about
Pepper is
you?
not going to play
wait,
my
Miko,
cock.
do
Of
you
course
play?
not.
You play?
Miko
Yeah.
plays everything.
I play a bit of guitar, ukulele. I used to play bass guitar in a jazz band.
Oh.
Once this is over, we're all jamming out.
Woo, baby.
I'm gonna
Everyone-
yell.
So far, what I've learned is everyone in Chicago can do a musical instrument. Like,
Well, I mean, we are known for two things: blues and house music.
crime.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you just say
We're known for
crime?
house music?
Miko,
He invented
go.
house
Miko,
music.
go before they
Oh.
commit a hate crime. Go.
But the thing that I used to do, because I used to play keyboard all the time, and my favorite thing was always playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Adorable.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. And just like minor
Modulate
key
up.
raid at the end. And
Are you
people
making it creepy?
Yes, absolutely. You
Yeah, make it
throw
really-
everything into a minor key about halfway through, and it's fantastic.
Alejandro, I have to let you know something. He improvised that.
What?
That was not something he planned out ahead of time. Go rewatch
Oh, Gay
the video.
Dad? Yeah,
Gay
that-
Dad was totally
Oh, yeah,
improvised.
gay dad. I
Yeah,
love gay
that was
dad.
amazing, and I have nothing but respect for your insane talent. Also, I'm jealous, fucker. That was brilliant.
I have more questions. We have to get through these. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we do need to get through them because
All
we're
right,
reaching the end
$10
of the show.
patrons, we love you.
Thank you guys so much.
Hatter the bear.
Hey, Hatter.
Hi, Hatter.
I don't know if we can answer this.
Whoa. Who's dick?
Ask it anyways. I will answer truthfully.
President Miko?
How many butts?
Like, okay, we'll try. What's the highest example of sluttery you've seen ever?
Seen?
And Alkali just almost.
I mean,
lost
I've
it.
seen porn. Does that
I-
count?
Hold on.
I've
Not,
seen the video of the two people fucking in the floor of a FurCon.
That's true.
not slut shaming, just curious.
Seen
What's
in
that?
real life?
I think we're all gonna take a drink on that one.
All right.
What's that Turkish news group that just does all the pandering on YouTube?
Turkish news group.
Turkish.
Are
Young-
they Young Turks?
Yeah.
They aren't
That is
Turkish.
not a Turkish news
Why are
group.
they called the Turks? That's just false advertising.
They just sit there like, would you like some Turkish delight? Oh, yes.
I would actually, now that you mention it.
Pepper, we had a question for you from Tyro. Thank you very much, Tyro.
Thank you,
Pepper, what
Tyro.
got you into the furry fandom?
Oh, dear.
I got to college, which is, I believe, the appropriate time for everyone to start doing weird
Furry.
things. 0 through 18, be a good child. And once you graduate high school, like, I think if you don't graduate high school, you don't get to do fun things. I think you should never be allowed to drink. I think you should never, I think that all the things you get at 18 should only count if you have some, like, a GED. Great, do it. I think that's the true line. I think age means nothing. Accomplishing a high school
Before I give you this
diploma?
beer, solve this division problem.
Yes,
they
Marks.
can't do
Pepper
it-
went home and came back.
I
Say
did.
Marks?
So wait,
Marks
what-
Sparks is
Marks
here.
Oh, it's funny
Good
that
to see
Marks
you,
is
Marks
talking
Sparks.
to him.
So I was in college and I got to choir, and I was a guy who
102. Holy shit, that's awesome.
Neat.
I developed the ability in choir through various competition choirs to go to sleep while holding my music while they're working on some other section. They would be like, "All right, tenors," and I'd be like, "La damus te benedici," like, and just go immediately to like. I was like listening with one. It's like sleeping with one eye open, but with one ear. So eventually, some other dudes started making fun of me, and like they would like flick shit at the back of my head while I was sleeping. Notice we're all like 19, 20 at this point. We're in college, and then we end up like, "Hey guys who have been mocking me, what's up? You want to hang out?" I guess, and then we became friends. And then like, "Hey, have you ever heard of this weird thing? We live by Pittsburgh. You ever heard of this weird thing called Anthrocon? I hear it gets pretty crazy there." And I'm like, "Crazy like what?" At this point, I think I've like maybe seen a boob in a picture. That was the extent of my anything weird. I'm like, what? Do they show like a wiener there or something? Whoa, how crazy can this convention get? And then we go. It ends up being a super wholesome and fun experience. And I'm like, I'm fully set. How do I become a furry? Like, you gotta pick an animal. So I'm on the Wikipedia page of dogs. Going, okay, wolves are out. There's too many. Foxes are out. There's too many. What's like a good exact halfway point between the two? Coyotes. Done. And that's it. That's how I joined. I joined it very clinically,
That's amazing.
very purposefully.
Well done. Well done.
You were drafted.
Yeah, I was drafted
It's
into the
interesting
fandom.
that you pick. It's interesting that you pick coyotes because they're kind of like the raccoons of the dog
They
kingdom.
are. They just eat shit.
They're
Except
trash.
coyotes control their own population, unlike raccoons.
By eating each other.
So before we go on, I want to give a huge shout out to Mark Sparks. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
being
Mark
here.
Sparks.
That is wonderful. I can't thank you enough for joining us. Let's go over to John.
Okay.
Javelin.
This is very
Could you describe your first interaction into the furry? Not my bullshit. I'm talking about when you actually got forcibly added to the furry fandom. Let's talk
I'm
about
in the
that
furry
one.
fandom.
Oh yeah, your persona may be a human.
Are you
but
like adjunct faculty?
No, no.
I
he's
like
a
to say I'm
human.
furry adjacent.
He is furry adjacent. John, what is your persona? You can say it.
Ally.
Me.
Ally.
He is a human.
It's just like
Aw.
Yeah, like, and you know what? Here's the thing. I've actually gotten complaints about that. It's like he can't just be human. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Sure I can.
What gives you the right to say that, rabbit? Like, legitimately, we're not allowed to tell
People have
anyone you
complained
can't
about
pick
that.
that. Oh
Send
yeah.
them to my
Look, there's
office.
one acceptable primate persona.
And what's that?
Lemurs.
Lemur.
They're great.
yes.
John, you want to be a lemur?
You still get
No.
thumbs and
What do
shit.
you want to be?
Good. I'm good as a human.
He's good as human. John, what's your first interaction like after me with the actual furry fandom? Not just me being weird.
My first legitimate interaction would be First Square.
First square?
First year,
Oh,
First
yeah.
Square, helping you run the first freaking convention.
And after you walked out of there, what was your impersonation? What was your...
Oh, my
you.
impression of furry
that was the word I was looking for.
Before I went to First Squared was there was nothing but bad comedy and worse butt sex.
He's my friend.
It's
That
funny
was
that-
my impression of furry.
The fact that there's so little comedy in the fandom is.
But that's what he did, so that's what I heard.
It speaks to what First Square tries to do in the performance.
Right. It was bad comedy and worse butt sex. That was my impression.
Are
of
you
him.
critiquing our butt sex now?
No, because I haven't experienced it, and I'm not going to.
So,
He's
why
just
are
in
you-
the room. and
I'm
like,
just saying, from the
Period.
stories I've heard from him.
5.5
That was my
at
impersonation.
best.
You gotta get on Untapped, but it's
Had that.
Untapped ass. Okay. And then you rate the butt sex on a 0 to 5 star rating.
Wait. What
Okay,
is
hold on.
Untapped? I don't know.
I am
For
super
beer.
worried about what Autofox just said.
Wait, what?
John the John,
No.
which means.
Nope.
John the John.
Hold on. We can change it up a bit. Instead of waiting for John to pick a persona, we can wait for the furries to decide that John is a persona and they join you.
They can draw you with whatever you would like. Not with, as.
This is getting weird.
Anyway.
Show!
I
What the
said it.
shit? Oh, John said anyway.
Yeah.
Drink.
I don't think that's how that works.
But I'm out.
Anyway.
John, what
John
would it
said
take
anyway.
for a furry to come up to you and say, "Oh, my persona is John"? How would that make you feel?
Probably uncomfortable. I
So,
don't know.
what happens
I
when
feel
somebody
like my
writes
persona
a s-
is John, actually. I'm like a younger John.
You have a hairline
It's coming.
and a short beard.
Like it's working.
I am John.
Hey, guess
I
what,
am
old
John.
people?
Oh shit! Everyone drink. Drink
Right.
for the bunny.
Did you
Bottles
just
for
open it with
bunny.
your teeth?
Drink-
I did.
Drink if you have a John
It's a
somewhere.
Ronin thing.
Oh, from Mark's over here. That's a good one. Who needs a persona when you have a massive Viking beard?
Damn
Yeah.
Skippy.
Okay,
I'm
I
so
accept
mad
that.
we
Oh,
couldn't
come
find
on,
that
what's-
shirt in a better size for you.
Who's hopping off?
What's a Nordic?
Kira, it was
Oh,
great
that's
seeing
what-
you.
that's
You
just something
guys.
Yeah.
All right, I have three more questions.
Oh, that's Polish.
All right, we
John
do
is
have
now
three
his
more
own
questions.
species.
Let's get through those questions. Go ahead, Xander.
We don't have any epic sluttery to report.
We are not going to
I didn't
talk
know
about
we
the
could do that.
sluttery. That is not what the show is about.
Yeah,
Lube,
right.
We
Lube.
all know what happened. Let
Lube.
everyone. Well, hold on. We have a rule. If
Really?
we choose not to answer a question, you take a drink.
Yeah,
Everyone
right.
take a
You
drink.
should let me
I
answer
will
it because I
chug.
have the most boring possible.
Oh, is
answer.
it boy? Okay, as long as
Oh.
and don't use names, right?
I've been going
Go.
to cons for. There are no names to name. That's kind of why it's such a boring answer. I've been going to cons for so long. I've been to at least 50 cons, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And like, I know I'm not.
It's
Different.
Chicago. It's a gun. Don't worry.
It's our favorite game, bomb or gun.
That's fireworks.
Okay.
No, that's just the aftershock.
Well, I grew up around
Damn
guns.
it, Nico.
Guns are loud. Well, all right, but like in all the cons I've gone to, very, very infrequently have I ended up in any kind of like weird situation. So if anything, my first 6 or so program experiences were like the most
Monday.
wholesome experiences of my college years. They were relatively
Shukin, thank
good.
you.
Thank you, Shukin.
I spent them surrounded by people who were older than me, wiser than me, and in no way creepy and terrible. Hi, Alkali.
Yay.
Are you saying that I am in no way creepy or
Well,
terrible?
When we first met, you
That is his first impression.
you've been a positive influence on me, as I'm trying to say.
I am not nearly as bad as the Alkali character lets on. Like, legitimately, I'm the guy that goes to parties like, hey, everyone want a drink? You're all okay, right? You have a way home? All right, let's have a cocktail.
Alkali's defense is the YouTuber defense. That's character? It's not actually me.
There's a bit of
He
a difference.
has an Alkali
I
character.
think all of us have a little bit of a difference in character to ourselves. You definitely do.
I think that's just true of humans.
Yeah,
Because no
that's
one goes
true.
to work and is really them.
Yes, it's
true.
Unless you work for you.
That's fair. That's fair.
You sound like the sound like the guy from Battlefield 20.
That's the real
whatever.
appeal of being self-employed.
Humans, these humans.
Very
These
nice of you.
Humans. All right.
And by the way, there was
Thank
somebody
you.
who paid for us to say this, John. They are declaring that your persona is Chuck Sergel.
They
Chuck
can declare whatever the hell they
Sergel.
want.
Well, he's not a Sergel, he's Chuck Sergel. I thought it said
Well, no,
just
he's,
Sergel.
he's Chuck Sergal, the
Let's-
human.
I'm Chuck
Chuck
Seagull.
Sergal.
You.
One of my
Let's
characters
get back to the
was-
next game show. Are you libertarian enough to be a Sergal?
After
Dun, dun,
this is
dun,
done.
dun, dun.
Not
and
kidding.
the only answer is in the last election, who did you vote for?
Is taxation
Oh, Miko!
Anyway, not doing that right now.
That
I
was
had enough
great.
of that.
Have
this
you
last
ever
weekend,
said
and
Ron
we-
Paul 2012?
After the
we
show,
almost-
ask us about Chuck Segal.
Okay.
It's
All right.
great.
And I
Ron
can't talk
Jeremy.
politics
I have
because
to
we almost
pee
got kicked out of a
Go for it.
park.
Yeah, they
You got
almost
kicked out
got
of a
kicked
park
out
for
of
We were
camping.
camping last weekend, and we were drunkenly having a big conversation about politics.
I'm pretty quiet about this stuff.
my father and one of my best friends are super conservative, and I'm
I'm sorry, what?
John's
It's funny
finding his
'cause
way to
peppers
the
are
middle
red.
ground.
Your friends
and
are
I'm
very
on the
conservative.
other end.
What's
Hold
that?
on.
Your friends are very conservative. What?
My dad and my buddy is very conservative.
What else?
QM says my Starbucks baristas say hi. What the fuck?
Hi,
Oh
So
my gosh,
nice,
hi!
Shiny.
If I can read
So
this and
OMG.
finish my drink.
My drink is finished. I have to get another one.
and-
All right.
Hold on,
Don't
Xander.
Hey,
You
Pepper,
don't
would you
Don't
grab
be
me one of
excited.
your-
Your voice is amazing. I'm
What?
Pepper now.
I was saying
Ah.
Xander doesn't have to finish his drink because he can't read that.
That's right.
Right, I'll finish my drink,
No, you don't have to. Because you're blind.
and I have a lot of drink.
Pepper has
Midway-
a nicer chair than me. Holy shit.
Midway is about 5 miles from here.
Yeah,
so
totally.
yes, we have a ton
Oh,
of
sorry
land.
about that.
I took the twin of that chair camping last
You
weekend, and
did.
it
It
fucking
fell
tore
down.
the canvas.
All right. I do apologize. We have 2 more questions.
3.
We have 3 more questions
We have 4 more
have to get to.
questions.
We have to get to these questions.
Yeah.
Xander, go.
Skylar,
Hey, Skylar.
if you could have any real-world job you wanted and be paid a comfortable wage doing it, what job would you choose and why?
This.
Yeah, there we go.
That's adorable.
If I could live doing what we are doing right now, I would not take a second to decide. I would give shows to you guys for the rest of my life.
I mean, sure,
Pepper
yeah.
says same. It would be hard to hear him.
This is so cute. Oh my god. I'm melting.
Flops,
kinda
there
like-
is one more umbrella over there if you want it.
Who wanted a beer?
What?
I
do.
need a beer. I'm about to finish. Oh, no. Give it to John. I'll
I'm
get my own.
melting because
I have
y'all are
I'll get my
wholesome.
own.
Thank you.
Well, you need one.
Hold on.
Or yours.
Casey says, "Love you guys," and
Oh,
all
Casey's
hail
here?
the beer.
Hi, Casey.
Casey,
All
what
hail
the
the beer!
shit?
Hell yeah!
Casey, come on.
Thank you,
Guys,
Is that
let-
Casey?
Yes, guys.
Hell yeah,
Casey,
all hail
it's
the
so
beer.
good to see you.
Who's
Thank
the
you, Casey.
We put it back on the table last time I saw.
You had it?
What job? I guess
Got
this
the
one.
opener. What do I got?
I'll go get it. I got it.
Is your mic gonna be okay with it? Alright.
We have a
It'll be
condom on the
fine.
mic. We have a
Yes.
condom on the mic.
Hi guys.
But not really. Distracting.
All right, yeah, I'll live.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else want to answer that question, or are we
I'd
going?
be a
What's the question?
forest ranger.
What's the question? I'll
If you could have
answer
any
anything.
job
Yes.
with a comfortable wage, which
I
would
would
you take?
totally be a park ranger.
Park ranger?
Oh, that's
That'd
nice.
be hell
Yeah.
yeah, man. That'd be cool. Or a pilot.
You've always wanted to be a park. As long as I've known you, park ranger was one of the high points of your life
Oh,
goals.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, did you ever play that game Firewatch?
Yes.
Is that when you pee
was
on
a
a
good
fire
one.
that you
No,
started?
it's a-
We
it's
call
a-
it arson here in
Right, don't
Chicago.
spoil it.
It's an
'cause I haven't played it
interactive
yet.
fiction game where you're a park ranger the whole time. It's
You
really
should
good.
play it,
Is
Johnny.
is it
Yeah.
actually good?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's
apparently
compelling. It's
one
a
of the
fiction.
best fucking indie games out there.
Cool.
Like,
It's a
You should
first
do it,
person
Johnny.
right?
There are multiple liquor stores near IFC. Use Google Maps. You can go to IFC without having booze and then get booze there. Easy enough to do unless you're looking for something
just go
crazy.
to Kroger's.
Yeah. Unless you're looking for something specific, you can go to IFC with no booze and get a bunch of booze. It's a good booze area. I feel like a lush right now.
All right, more questions.
More questions.
Erner,
Question.
Erner.
Netflix has done a kick-ass job with the new Voltron, and they
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
they reach out to you, Dragon Show. Oh God,
Did they?
no.
That's a lie!
This is a hypothetical.
Oh. Well,
Best
some
reaction.
pretext would be nice.
What
Jesus.
world?
So
This
J.J.
one.
Abrams has reached out to you, the Dragon Show. What? They did?
I missed the email.
You have the chance to reboot the
Good night, everyone.
your favorite old cartoon show, like for example.
Reboot. The answer is reboot.
Let me answer the question.
That's
to
the
finish.
question.
Yeah.
No, like for example, gargoyles. Censorship is a thing of the past.
already being rebooted.
They want us to make gargoyles.
and
a
you
porn.
can
I
include-
was gonna
It's already
say.
being rebooted by
You can include violence,
Okay,
sex,
he-
drug abuse,
he is
illegal
right.
jaywalking. But each episode must also conclude with a sensible moral of the day, just like the 80s and 90s.
I am going still back to Reboot, which was one of my favorite shows growing up, not only for pretty decent storylines, continuing storylines, because it was all set in the same world, but, and unfortunately, I have to say this, the man was my hero growing up. Xander, help me out. Is it Tony J?
Tony J.
Tony J. Tony J was the voice of Megabyte.
can't see
That
close
man had the greatest voice in TV, and we would need to find somebody of his level, which I think at this point is like Tim Curry and God.
Yeah.
Those are the only two people that
Oh,
had a voice
You know,
like Tony J.
everybody, Tony J is.
There's Megabyte.
Hold on,
right
guys.
there. Yes.
Tony J is Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
cool.
Yes.
That's his voice.
Oh,
He has an amazing voice.
Okay.
Was he also the singing?
Here's a weird one for you guys that I was not aware because we had mentioned it. I just always like to say this. Macbeth from Gargoyles, who was one of my favorite characters.
Yes.
If you ever wanted to know who he was, he's the guy. He's Gimli. He's the dwarf in Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Yeah.
That is Macbeth from Disney's Gargoyles.
You know what? Fun fact I love.
What?
Optimus Prime and Eeyore are the same guy.
What?
Hold on. What? Optimus Prime is Eeyore?
Do we all-
Okay, yours might beat mine.
Do we all have one of these?
What do you got?
Why, it's such a known one, though.
What? I don't know it.
You know the dad from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah.
He was also Shredder from the original.
No fucking way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
I did not know that.
Well, tonight I dine on turtle soup.
Holy
Same
shit.
guy.
Flops, you got one? What do you got?
Kind of. Did you know that oh fuck, what's his name? Billy West played Bugs Bunny in the Space Jam movie? Hey, that's me.
What?
Holy shit, Billy West was Bugs in Space
Holy
Jam?
shit, Billy
Yeah.
West did a voice that I couldn't identify as being Billy West.
Right?
Shut up! I'm not good at that shit. I do not know that that's
Hold
Billy
on.
I'm
West.
not good
He
at that
was
shit.
Bugs
I
Bunny a
cannot
bunch.
watch any kind of thing without you guys going, oh, that's the guy from the thing.
He's
with the
better at
stuff."
that than I
No,
am.
Hold on,
both
I
of
got
you.
one.
He's
There's
he's
only
better.
like 60 voice actors.
Hold on.
Seriously,
Okay,
it's
hold
like
on, hold on.
Funimation.
What's his
Oh.
name from Funimation? The guy who plays
Literally every character.
no,
Fucking-
super deep voice guy.
Fucking Brian, the guy we hung out with in real life.
Oh yeah.
He was amazing. Brino the
Brian
dino who
Mays.
wanted to be a rhino.
Brian Mays is the current Oolong the pig from Dragon Ball, not the
right.
original, the second one.
Yeah, no, we
We're hanging out with him. He's
we
just a
have
regular
we
guy
have
who
an
lives in
invite
Texas.
out to him for him to join us on this show.
He lives in Texas. He's a great guy.
I'll fly him out.
He has like a whole family. He's like a regular person.
He's
Okay.
super regular person, which is why I want him on here. Xander, you know one. Go.
All right. So for this thing where you guys know something from something else and a thing,
Yeah.
Goliath, who is what's his name?
Keith David.
Keith David. He's in a lot of stuff, but I know everyone knows that this Goliath.
American History X.
No, not that.
Bad Boys.
There's a lot of drug movies.
I
Trading
know.
Day.
Jesus Christ.
Breaking Bad.
Anyway, I said
Oh,
it. He says a lot of fucked up shit. I want him saying that in Gargoyles, like edited in.
Swearing.
Like one thing he says, he goes, "Well, I took my dick out. I didn't take it out for air. You gotta suck that shit."
Oh, wait, hold on.
What? He said that
Yes!
on mic?
Oh, yeah.
okay.
To
He's
the
amazing.
girl from
Guys, you're saying
Labyrinth.
this sounds bad. Oh, it's back. Never mind.
Sorry about that, guys. That's the microphone is literally getting wet. We think this is going to destroy Yeti number 2.
Sorry.
It's okay. Yeti number
It's
3.
the rain
Yeah.
isn't.
Well, for those of you wondering why you give us money, rebuying equipment that we destroy because we put a fire in front of it is the real reason.
Okay.
Miko, you had
No,
somebody.
so there was Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yeah, I remember you.
No, never right.
Yu-Gi-Oh,
That's the
right?
appropriate reaction. But basically, not Yu-Gi. No.
You want a pizza pie?
God damn it!
It's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Joey.
Abridged is the best stupid thing I've ever watched. Anyway,
Umbrella's drink. We have a call for Umbrella's drink.
Sure.
okay.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh.
What are
Go.
they saying at us?
Anyway,
Winnie the
Yu-Gi-Oh was
Pooh?
a thing, and so Yugi quickly like transforms into pubescent Yugi, where he gets a deep voice and all that
Sexy
stuff. It's sexy Yugi. His voice
Heart of the cards.
is fairly common in pornos,
No fucking way.
Wait, what?
and there is a clip of him, like adult Yugi or Egyptian Yugi, whatever the fuck it is, going
Yeah.
cluck like a chicken.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
his voice is in porn? Like they overdub some other guy with Yu-Gi-Oh's voice?
I never saw the actual thing.
Why don't you show me your boobs?
God damn it.
Or go to the Shadow Realm.
I will send you to the shadow realm with my car.
For those of you saying it out there, Mark Hamill is one of the greatest voice actors
Did
of
you
our
guys
time.
know that Mark Hamill was also the Joker and Luke Skywalker?
What?
The one that
never
I did
knew.
not know, the only one of Mark Hamill's that somebody's told me that I was blown away by, Skips
From Regular Show.
From Regular Show.
Oh.
Hey,
I
man.
did not know
Hey,
that
man,
was
do
Mark
me a
Hamill.
salad.
What's up? Oh, do me a salad. Do me a
It's my
salad.
favorite episode. They overuse the "Do me the salad."
Okay, so hybrid, that's a weird one. So Jake the dog being vendor, Joe DiMaggio, right?
Yeah.
It's
Maggie-
time for
DiMaggio. So, my boss at work, Tom, fucking hates the accent that Joe DiMaggio talks in. So he hates Jake the dog, DiMaggio. He hates Jake the dog, and he hates Bender. And I'm like, hey, you know what you should watch? Adventure Time. He's like, oh, I hate that voice. So I gave him 3 episodes. I'm like, you are allowed to tell me you hate that voice. Him and his child are on season 3 of Adventure Time. And what he still to this day says to me, Adventure Time is the smartest show I have ever watched that can entertain me as an adult and my child as a child, and I fucking hate Jake the dog's voice.
Does he have like a reason, or he just doesn't like it?
He just doesn't. Tom is very. He doesn't like the Chicago accent. He thinks it's fake. The same as somebody going out there.
He's a vegetarian
Hi!
that doesn't drink
If
coffee.
somebody
He doesn't
goes
get
in-
Is
a
that a
voice,
Chicago accent he's supposed to
Joe
have?
DiMaggio is not Chicago. Would that be in New York? Who?
It's not
What's
Talking about things over by Dare?
Brooklyn? Joe DiMaggio
Right,
is.
okay,
help
but-
me out here. Help.
But also, Tom is your boss.
Huh?
Well,
Tom technically outranks me.
Oh,
It's a weird ranking.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
a
weird.
thing.
Let's not talk about that right
All
now.
right.
Anyway,
one last
back to the question. If I
Okay.
could reboot any cartoon,
Yes.
as a non-furry here, this is going to sound funny.
Sure,
but I
go ahead.
fucking loved Thundercats
Yes.
as a kid. I would
Yes.
reboot
I
that.
knew you were going to say that.
It
You know they did that, right? And
Yeah,
you
it
know
was okay.
It was very
I
good.
thought it was really
Yeah.
good.
It was so much better
I
than the
Yes.
original.
Oh no, it was better than the original, but I liked the He-Man reboot they did better. But that
Sabo Flange.
but that didn't last
What the
very
fuck
long.
is
Sabo
a
Flange?
Sabo
What
Flange?
You're
the
not
fuck
talking
is a
about the new
Sabo Flange?
Thundercats reboot that's all CalArts, right?
I don't know what that is.
No,
so
yeah, the
probably
middle
not.
one. The middle one.
And
Yeah.
we're gonna give
Thundercats go.
a shout out right
Sword of
now.
Omens is one of the best fucking weapons ever.
Is everybody excited about the new She-Ra that someone is mad at, which
I
only
don't
makes me want to like
care.
it even more?
Right?
Mad at it?
Oh, they're like,
Don't worry.
She-Ra has been ruined as a character because her design isn't as booby anymore. And
Yeah.
like, everyone hated She-Ra in 1985 anyway, who wasn't
Everyone
like a little
hated
girl.
She-Ra in 2000.
It was
like,
bad. It's not a good show
It's not.
necessarily.
It's a
Yeah.
It's funny, but they
Made
redid
to
it and they're
sell
like,
toys to girls.
you've destroyed my male child. It's
Not,
like, what?
no boy cared about
Of course
She-Ra growing up in
Well,
the
she
80s.
showed up to
not
help
me.
He-Man, maybe. Yeah, she was
Yeah,
helpful.
I mean, she
She
was
had a
there.
unicorn
She
with
was
a
good.
voice of a man. You remember the unicorn's voice?
I sure do.
She-Ra,
She-Ra.
we have
Yeah.
to take out. It's a
So-
bright rainbow unicorn.
I don't remember the cartoon.
Ooh.
I want to say it was Rainbow Bright. Okay, and there was a boy character that showed up once in a while. It had like a robot horse with like rockets for its
Other's
feet.
message.
Does that sound familiar to anybody?
Oh.
It sounds believable. Like
Okay.
hey, remember that time we went on very many tangents and didn't
Yeah, let's drink all
Oh,
the things for
boy.
that.
Oh, that was a rule.
I have a
I
last
love the new-
question.
SWAT cats, hell yeah!
Oh my God! Whoever just said you've been up for 12 hours, go to bed. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for joining us. That's super nice
Shoot
of
and
you.
flash.
Yeah.
Look, SB Ruru, who's from Australia.
Here-
Hi,
here's the
Roo.
thing. I'm gonna really quick go off on the answer, but a tangent. Here's how it works. Thundercats. So there's too many. So many cartoons from my childhood. As a child, I loved them. Myself and John have gone back and watched a handful
You
of
cannot
them.
rewatch Thundercats.
You
It's
can't.
horrible.
No, there's a lot of cartoons.
Horrible.
There are a few cartoons for our childhood you can
He-Man,
rewatch.
don't rewatch.
He-Man you cannot rewatch.
Some of the
The
old
Christmas
Thundercats,
special is infinitely rewatchable.
and some of the Thundercats have the gloriously obnoxious anime moments that make it.
It happened. You're not wrong. You're
does
not wrong.
happen.
Here's the glory of
Not
the
that
age we live in right now. For some fucking reason, no studio will like super back a totally original idea. And that is really disappointing to me, except for one thing. That in the next decade, we have a chance of seeing all of these cartoons come back from our childhood. Now, normally I'd be against that, except that we are in the age right now where it is really cool to make a show that kids can watch, but that we, as adults, mental adults,
Yeah.
can watch and go, holy shit. And that is personified by the Graybles episode of
Oh.
Adventure Time. As long as I live, I will never forget the moment that this man right here, that Miko turned to me, he's like, did you like the Graybles episode? It was 5. If you don't know what it is, Adventure Time does Graybles episodes. They're 5 short stories, and they have 5 things that tie them all together. And in this episode, they finished it off and said, the 5 things were color. Notice he mentioned red in this one, and blue in this one, and green. I'm like, oh, that was really cool. He goes, that wasn't it. They're fucking with you. I'm like, what? He's like, what happened in the last episode? Like, well, Finn's dad died. He's like, all right, think about the episodes again. Okay, what's going on? And he said, what are the 5 stages of grief? Adventure, Adventure Time, the 5, and they didn't tell it to the kids. They didn't do anything. Adventure Time is one of the greatest shows out there. Who? Zen, God damn it.
Whoa.
Zen, at the end of the show, we will all take a shot for you. That is incredibly
Absolutely.
kind.
So that
I hope
means
to
we
see
have
you
to
at
do
Furry
2
Migration.
shots, right?
I was
'Cause we
gonna
did.
say, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Go.
5, 6. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna take what, like a $16 shot? I'm not good at math.
Me and you are going to
So-
take a lot of shots.
Were you done with
So,
the
Alkali,
story?
we haven't really worked out what the percentages are. Of
I got you.
Oh, yeah. We'll figure
The
it out.
percentages of weird.
Whatever this is.
There's a totally unrelated.
Hold on, that was red. I'm
Yeah.
drunk. That wasn't 10.
That was 100.
Holy
$100.
fuck, Zen!
Yeah.
Fucker!
What are you
Oh my,
doing?
I'm
That's
drunk
why-
as shit.
That's why I'm like, wow, he's taking this really well.
Thank you,
I thought it was $10. I thought Zen.
Expect that from Zen.
Zen, stop.
I thought it was Zen. I expected Zen. What the fuck are you doing? Guys,
Thank
this
you,
is Zen
Zen.
Fox. No, we're going to give a huge shout out. Zen,
Yes.
please post
Your YouTube.
YouTube, and I think he's on
No,
Twitch.
it's Twitch.
And
yeah.
Twitch.
Zen, could you please post your Twitch post? Could you please post your Twitch? Guys, Zen has
Please
been on our
post.
shows
Shiny just
before.
realized
Post. P-O-W-O.
For those of you who are not aware, first... God damn it! Oh, fuck. Hope this helps you were ran and looked.
Jeez, if I made this much money, then
Okay, hold on. If we're talking about the cluster cast at AC,
Yeah.
the cluster cast is 100%. Let's give a huge shout out
Yes,
to
thank you, guys.
Kiwi, to Mark Sparks, to Majira, to Dixie, to Pandas, to Xander, to Boozy.
Yes, thank you.
Oh no, but Pandas couldn't make it. Pandas was supposed to be on it, guys.
To
That. Thank you. Yes, to Satan.
Say done?
Guys, that cluster cast is just showing you what the furry fandom is willing to do
Yes.
to make the show better. To all of the wonderful producers in the fandom, thank you so much.
Yes.
Zen,
We're at 101 watches right now, by the way.
oh my God, I'm gonna
Thanks,
cry.
guys.
Xander,
Over 100
Xander,
proposals.
could you
I
just
got-
take over?
Yeah, I
don't
got
even
something
know.
actually.
Go,
This is good.
Just go.
Because I came up with the perfect reboot and special message.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I briefly tell my stupid one then?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Because my stupid one that maybe not many people will remember is Mighty Max.
Yes!
Oh!
Oh, okay. I talked
Mighty
to the
Max
right
was
crowd.
awesome.
Oh my God, I forgot
And Tony
about
J was the owl guy.
Yes.
Are you fucking
Yeah, no,
kidding
that's
me?
Tony J, dude. That's why I know Mighty Max.
You guys are voice people nerds.
Oh, totally.
It's an amazing
me and him.
voice.
Me and
How
him
you
are-
recognize it
God
right
damn
away?
it. Okay, stop it, guys.
Thank
Stop
you.
that. Stop that. We can't keep up.
Also, that pickle ASMR.
Do you guys remember Bobby?
There's a pickle ASMR.
I actually like Bobby's World.
No, that,
Can
that
I eat
is
a
real
pickle
thing.
with a stereo microphone and just fucking?
Okay, so we'll get like 6 microphones for this.
Oh yeah, dude, you gotta get some
Oh,
surround.
let me
microphones.
engineer.
But you were
it.
saying Mighty
Oh,
is that
that'd
is
be
that?
so good.
Oh, I
extent
mean
of it?
that was a short of it. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
that
I mean, technically.
as a kid, I think that is the first show that I followed the canon of.
Oh, it was good.
That
It was a good
it
show.
has a story.
Yep.
Like it is the first kids show that I watched that I was like, I missed an episode and I'm missing something.
Yeah, totally.
If you're wondering why Kage didn't kill me after he found out Grandma Kage was on Cards Against Humanity, I would like to remind you that Grandma Kage is not only one of the most wonderful people I have ever had the pleasure of meeting in my life, she is her own woman and can do what she wants. I'm really sorry, Kage, but she's going to be on next year again. So sorry.
All right, I have my thing.
Xander, go.
All right. So
It was
here's
of
my
course I
reboot.
remember Danny Phantom.
Danny Hell
I
yeah.
forgot about Danny Phantom.
And I'm surprised nobody said it. You can be our goddamn
We need a song.
tomato soup artist.
Oh yeah,
Andy
that's
fucking
You look like
Warhol.
Andy
Thing-
fucking Warhol.
That was the thing that popped up on Twitter, and it wasn't even at Twitter. I was at work. Apparently, you said it sometime when I wasn't there. I
Yeah.
was at work, and I work at a hospital. There's a cafeteria. There's a grill, and the lady behind the grill goes like, "Oh, you bleached your hair. Like it looks really good." you look like that one artist. And I'm like, okay, great. I don't know any artists.
Sting?
I'm like, okay, that artist, whatever, fine, great. She's like, this is gonna bother me forever. It's the guy with the 4 paintings with colorful things, and because of these fuckers, I go, Andy fucking Warhol. And she goes, Andy fucking Warhol. And I was like, I had a brief moment of surrealism where I was like, and I was like, wait, either she knows about the Dragon Show, or she was just really excited that I knew who Andy Warhol was.
We have 2 thank yous.
Good night, Zen Fox, Ragehound.
Ragehound, thank you
Dude,
so much.
yeah, that was
That was
me.
great.
You met me at FWA.
Thank you so
With
much.
Captain with a K who lives in Seattle now?
Dear God, guys.
Okay,
I
I'll take
can't.
over.
Yeah, you have to.
All right,
You had a thing.
here's
I
my
think.
reboot. Listen, there was a stupid cartoon back in the day called Turbo Teen. And it's about a kid who turns into a car. The question was asked, what is the special message for the kids? Especially for Busey's kids and not like what to do.
Thank you, Casey. You're
There will be a very special episode of Turbo Teen where he goes to a party and decides to go home and wraps himself around a pole. That's all I'm saying.
So I would redo Scooby-Doo Where Are You, which I know is not my childhood because it's a bit too old for me. But still, if we could do Scooby-Doo episodes with like modern day celebrities, that'd be pretty dope. If we get like Drake on Scooby-Doo,
I would lose my shit. Okay.
As
and
long as he
even
can
though it's
Obama
not-
on
Even though
Scooby-Doo.
it's not super modern.
Hold
I
on,
would love
hold
to
on,
see
I got
Mike
it.
Tyson.
Drake,
no.
Drake,
Mike, okay.
is this the guy? Nope. He does the thing, yeah.
Okay.
He does the meme.
I give full credit to where it was due, and this is why
Mike
I
Tyson
love the man.
Mysteries.
Mike Tyson Mysteries was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Putting Kevin Nealon on Mike Tyson Mysteries to be the fucking pigeon was the
Norm
smartest thing they
Macdonald.
could have.
Norm Macdonald.
No, did I say Kevin Nealon?
You did.
Sorry.
It's Norm.
No. Old Saturday Night Live guy, Norm Macdonald and Kevin Nealon. Damn it, guys!
Stop.
Oh my God!
Turner.
Fucking somebody else talk.
Thank
No,
you.
you have to cry into your piles of money behind
No,
your microphone.
guys, stop! This isn't why we're gonna not.
I have one more
Funding more
question.
bad weather cast.
I have last question.
Try.
I'll go ahead. I
Guys.
can recommend 3 different microphones that all cost less than the amount of donations you've gotten.
SF-57s for everyone.
They're not long range enough.
Shoot
You're
and
right,
Flash.
They're weak.
Here's a great question.
P4.
What crazy shenanigans have you guys gotten up to this week with Pepper there?
All right, before we answer that question, fuck you guys. God
I have
damn
to
it.
pee.
You go pee. All right.
I need a drink.
Guys, you can't make him cry every time because otherwise the end of First Squared isn't special. That's what brings us all together is alkalized tears.
Yeah,
and
fuck you.
we
What
can
is
all
this,
be
the
here
John Boehner cast? We're crying every time.
All right. For all of you who have donated, I want to make this very clear. This money will never leave the Dragon Show. We have made sure that everything that you guys have ever donated has come back to the show. We've been working on something recently, and Miko just reminded me of what we can do with everything you guys have done.
No, don't actually do that.
And this song will be badass.
We're totally doing that. We're going to go way back because for the first time I can tell this story and you're on the show. So fuck
Am
you.
I involved?
Yes, this is all for you. Hold on. I need a breath. So let's go with this. This is President Alkali. To all the other presidents out there, take a drink so I have a moment to get my fucking thoughts in order.
I'm imagining someone like, take it, take the drink, take the drink.
Take the drink. I'm speaking into my beer.
I
the
need someone to open it.
Who's got the bottle opener?
That's also a twist off.
I don't have the bottle opener.
Oh no, it's not. I'm
No, Angry
I think
Orchard
it's
is not
Angry
anymore.
No, yeah, Angry Orchard is no longer a twist off.
I like
Yeah,
how
I
Angry
learned
Orchard
that the hard way.
canceled their twist
Is this
offness.
less alcoholic than everything else?
Incorrect.
I'm drunk.
Louis the
audience.
Cat. I remember everything Hanna-Barbera. I love Hanna-Barbera.
We have lots of
Okay,
alcohol.
so
Exit stage left.
We're starting
Thank you,
a new
good.
Jabberjaw show.
we're gonna go We're gonna go in the Wayback Machine to the moment that I met Fox and Pepper without meeting Fox and Pepper.
I was gonna say we've been going to the same cons since like year 1 of each other's cons.
Beer is a microphone.
Incorrect. We have your mate has known me since year 1 of my
Moore
cons.
has known you longer than I have.
Moore has known me longer than you.
But
have
Moore
known
hasn't
me.
been going
God
to-
damn it, Shukin! Thank you.
He had to even out all the pennies. Shuken.
You have known me for quite some time. If I remember correctly, Moore has known me since MFF my year 2. Skylar, god damn it! In this
Skylar,
case,
see,
your
he
friends love
chose
you.
the one acceptable primate for Sona.
Skylar, thank you.
Hey,
Skylar, Shuken, you guys have been fans of us since day one.
Yep.
I will never forget that as long as I live. Thank you.
Lemurs are great.
So,
they're in the walls.
the first time, now, before this, I knew who you were. God damn it. Goddamn bunnies. I had known who you were, but I had never seen your stuff. The same as AJ. Guys, if you don't know who AJ is, AJ does folk rock. Could you describe it better than that?
It's
Help.
filk.
Filk.
You guys
Filk.
watch, like, if you guys are watching this knowing everything about D&D, you have to know what filk is, I guess.
Oh, we're working on it. I can't promise you guys this yet because obviously money is a thing. We're trying to get AJ to come out to First Squared. The gentleman does Filk, which I think you actually know what it stands for. Filk is...
Oh, it's not
folk.
even, it's just folk rock based on fantasy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an acronym.
If you guys have never seen AJ, the gentleman is a master on the violin. I have watched his shows now for a few years. We've been trying to get him to First Squared.
He's like one of those guys you see at the Ren Fair who you're like, oh my god, why is this guy at a Ren Fair? He's really good.
Yes. Yeah, AJ will hopefully
about
be
that,
joining us. I wish I could promise to you guys, but obviously we run a convention and we have to think about money, but we're working on it. Hopefully he'll be there. Casey, god damn it!
Collect
Fucking
damn it,
shit.
Casey!
Casey is
Put
a
them
near.
in the bin.
Casey's a Nero friend of mine.
Get up on
Um,
it.
The very first time I met Pepper was at Motor City FurCon. He was invited up onto stage for opening ceremonies.
This was my first
It was.
performance
What year?
without help.
What year?
Oh, 2008, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2014 or 13?
I'm gonna go with 13 because I thought it was a while ago.
Probably 13.
I think. All right, so about Motor City FurCon 2013. This gentleman was on stage and he had a piece of technology called a looper, and he went up onto the stage.
The
and
Electro
he played-
Harmonics 45,000. The same thing a
Yes.
guy named Reggie Watts
No.
uses.
Casey, you're still amazing. No, I think it is.
His last name's like starts with a D.
I'm pretty sure that's just his last name on here. Or hi, Casey, you're amazing. What things happen? Pepper went up onto stage at opening ceremonies and looped the song. Help me out, Love. What is the heart?
Ghost.
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 He looped the song Ghost through his looper and played. If you don't, it's online somewhere. It might even be
It's
Shukin's.
by.
I don't know.
Oh,
Mystery
keep
Skulls?
talking. Yeah, Mystery Skulls.
Of course you
Yeah.
know it. You fucking music.
Mystery
genius.
Skulls' song Ghost, I realized had pretty much the same chord structure. The same chord structure throughout the song, and I realized I could probably loop it. So I bought a machine and decided to try to book a show, and that was the
Wait,
first con
is
that ever
that-
booked me.
Is that why you bought a looper?
Seriously?
I bought the looper because I wanted to be able to perform solo, and I saw people looping, and I'm like, I could probably figure that out. So I did it.
Fuck you! Hold on. You guys can do it better than me. Can we get a really good old-fashioned fuck you, Dragon Show fuck you?
Hey, Xander.
Hey, Xander, go.
Fuck you!
There you go.
You're one of my musical influences.
Da Bears.
Oh, legitimately. You just so you know, Pepper, I don't know if you actually know this. Before you had finished the song, I left my seat, found Dragor, the vice con chairman of First Squared, and said, "We need him to be a guest of honor at First Square." You weren't even done with your song.
I've told you the other half of the
Yeah.
story.
What?
Where we eventually find each other in the beer lounge.
Yes, we did
Because
find each other
MCFC is
in
a
the
great
beer
con
lounge.
where
Yes.
if you buy even the most basic sponsor, anything but like
You get free
regular,
beer.
it's like regular reg is 40, but
It's
for
good.
60 you get like 7
Who's got
meals
the-
and infinite beer every night.
It's over here.
So it's a great place to be.
No, it's not.
But we're in the infinite beer lounge. What are you looking for?
The opener.
Bottle opener.
Just use the one in my pocket.
That's what I was looking for, but I didn't want to be rude.
It's in my
Where
pocket.
did the actual opener go?
We
guys?
lost it.
So
I-
we found each other in the beer
Never
lounge, and they asked me very professionally, they're like, "We would like you. We're having a convention. It's out in where was it?"
Milwaukee.
It's
You
in
are
Mil-
allowed to forget where our convention
No.
is.
It's
You
in
go
I
to-
love
Brookfield, not
Milwaukee
Milwaukee.
so
Please don't call
much.
it in Milwaukee. As
Near-
somebody who
near.
lived in Milwaukee, do not say it's in Milwaukee.
So we're
My
near
bad.
Milwaukee,
Brookfield, Wisconsin.
and they're proposing to me all the things. They're like, we'll bring you out, we'll do this, we'll take care of you, as long as you can do a show, we really liked your music. And I'm sitting there acting like, because the single phrase that seems to guide my life more than any is, act like you've been there before whenever anything good happens to you. Because if you freak out like you just won the lottery, you're not going to do well in negotiation. So, I'm like a stone cold bitch. I'm like, interesting. Could you please tell me more about? And they were just going like, yes, that would be acceptable. In my mind, I'm like, holy shit! Someone wants me to do a show somewhere ever. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I immediately called my mom, by the way, and said, yo, I got booked a second show. And she's like,
no fucking way.
What?
You did not do that.
Immediately called my mom.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I called her.
You
I was like,
fucker. We actually walked away with that. It's like, oh man, we got some real talent there. He didn't even react when we asked him. Yeah, no, you totally got us. You got me and Dragor hard.
It's part of it. Because then people go like, oh yeah, he's okay, yeah, definitely. It makes people feel better about their own decisions if you just go,
No,
yes, dude.
he's fine. He's confident. It's all right.
Yeah, you have, yo, fake it till you make it.
Donaghy School of Negotiation.
Oh yeah.
Dude, hair cannot move. Hair movement is weakness. I fucking love the
Alright,
Jack
I'll
Donaghy suit.
Are you in a
So
tux?
So
Yes,
essentially
I'm not
what I'm
a
saying
peasant.
is if you get people out there performing, if you get a gig, don't be a jerk, don't be cocky, don't ask for stuff that is unreasonable. But negotiate in a way that you're like, you know, a human adult. Act like you're everyone's equal, and you'll be treated as such.
Don't ask for a bowl of M&Ms.
And if that turns out to be
yellow
completely true, because the people you're negotiating with are awesome, then like triple ultra bonus points.
So, I think you know this. I think I've told you this before.
We'll find out.
Oh, Shukin, god damn it.
Damn it,
thank you.
Shukin.
Yeah.
Drink for tangents.
Shukin
show
is
us
by
all
the
the
way,
shenanigans
He's like a
you've done
total
up
of
to.
$40 at this point.
You know what, Shukin? We will end the show, and Shukin, when I start ending it, just spam me. There is a story about myself, Pepper, and a slew of other people that involves a duck that we will tell on this show and this show
It was a
only.
goose.
A goose.
Oh
I
God!
apologize.
Good, get ready.
We will tell the goose story. Once, Shukin, you have just paid for the goose story, we'll tell it.
Thank you,
Paid
Shukin.
But,
for it all night.
and all of us owe drinks for just not finishing tangents. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's legit. Let's everyone take a drink. Cheers, gentlemen.
That was a tangent.
This rosé is good.
Are you drinking Dye's cider? God damn it.
Is that what that is?
All right, John. Dye might not
The
have any
rosé
cider.
is
What? I had one. It was in there.
I
Your
So,
fault.
one.
It's fine. No, it's
oh,
like
did you?
a cider.
A cobra chicken. A goose.
What the fuck? Wait, what you say?
There are so many things that happened after that show that I don't know if we ever told you about.
You might not have.
You left that show. Let's go with the easy ones first. First, my entire board of directors says Pepper will be invited to every one of her squares from this point on, and we agreed unanimously because you're awesome. But two, and this is the one that I will never
I don't
forget.
know if I agreed to that, actually.
Year two.
I know, year 2 I was still on board.
Year two, you were a Murtis, I thought.
Nope.
I was a Murder's year 3.
Oh, never mind. John said no. He said fuck you.
I was
He
the finance
hated
guy,
you.
so we're not flying some guy out every
Oh, no, that's right.
Yeah, totally.
I was the money
did
guy,
that.
so we're not paying someone to fly out here.
That's right.
Not
but-
even once?
Hold on. We're
I
going to
didn't
go
really
back
get
to
it.
another
I was
one.
overruled the first time.
We have a team right now at First Squared. At this point, we call them either the Fire Team or the Brotherhood of Bacon because shit went down. Let's just go with shit went down.
We were the counterparty to Kale.
The counterparty to Kale, the Brotherhood of Bacon. What did you say, Miko?
Good
I'd
night,
say
Luis.
that the Brotherhood of Bacon is no longer a thing because kale is no longer a thing.
Thank you. That's
We ended
good.
the Kale good.
Yeah, it was a good thing to die.
Thank God.
I need you to understand before I tell you this, these weren't furries. One of the reasons that First Squared, and this is a huge thank you to everyone who did this, one of the reasons that First Squared became the powerhouse that it is right now is because we had a group of people who were not furries helping us out, and those people were my old Nero friends. To a lesser extent, that is John, that is Steve, Nick, Carrie, Tom, legitimately
These are people I've met,
Diddy. There is too many names to name right now. Tom Vertus. Guys, these people made First Squared behind the scenes, especially in years 1, 2, and 3, the con that it is. But I'll never forget year 3 when all of them told me they were coming back as long as the guy with the looper had another concert.
Ah!
Pepper, I'm not fucking kidding you. Every one of them was in the audience. They thought it was the coolest thing they have ever heard, which brings us to the original point of this. Everyone who donated money tonight, I want to let you in a little secret. This gentleman is fucking insane. This gentleman over here is very musically talented, and sometimes while sitting in the garage, we just start making songs, and the only way that we can produce those songs is with a looper. He has been looking for a looper for us for a while. He has done all the research, so hopefully in the near future, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a long fucking while. He is buying the Dragon Show with everything that you guys have donated today. God damn it.
Oh, everything? Uh-oh.
It's gonna take all of if you want to buy the 45,000. It's very expensive.
Let me.
He is buying us a looper
I-
so that
I
we
have
can
some
make
ideas.
short songs for all of you guys, because these guys are real musicians. Flops, Pepper, Nico, they actually know how music works. You are a real musician, go fuck yourself. They all know how it works. All I know is that I can repeat the phrase, if I remember correctly, Xander is stoned, Xander is stoned, Xander is stoned, Xander is stoned, Xander is stoned.
We got our
Xander is
message!
stoned, Xander is stoned.
Put that beer in your butt.
Put the, oh shit, I forgot! Put the beer in your butt. Put the beer in your butt. Put the beer in your
Kids,
butt. Put the
do
beer
not
in your
put the
butt.
beer in your butt. Okay? That is a joke.
So, Justin, god damn it!
Justin!
Fucking
Wants to watch you cry.
I have
you guys!
limp.
Fuck you.
Yo, the amount of carryover between our audiences that
Hey.
makes me farther encouraged
so-
to this like multimedia channel of you, me, Busey.
Here's what it comes down to.
Kage,
What happens?
This
Pandas.
fucking margarita wine mixer. Oh wait, no. What is it?
Oh, that's all John. John, yell it out. John, do it.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Mixer.
We had a
What were the
party-
two movies? What were the two?
No, that movie was Step Brothers.
And the other one was...
The other guys.
Myself and Javelin or John have watched Other Guys and Step Brothers more times than we care to admit, because we cannot we cannot stop laughing. They're two of our favorite movies. They're so stupid. That what do you call that? Our there's a word for that.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. Guilty
Oh,
pleasure.
I'm not ashamed of it at all. There's no guilt involved. They're funny.
Should be.
Minimal guilt.
Where the
Will
fuck? We were
Ferrell's
about to talk
terrible.
about flops. Where'd he go? Okay, when he
left.
comes
We
back
quote
out.
those all the time.
Xander,
What?
one more question. We're actually over on time, guys. Let's get through our
No, my other
Patreon
quote.
questions.
Well, Shukin was asking about what crazy shit were you doing with this guy, but I think you're going to have to answer that later.
The crazy shit I'm doing with this guy?
We
gonna
are here
write-
now. Exactly.
We're gonna write the
But I
blood
was just-
ritual song.
I was just. I
We're
was-
gonna write the blood ritual song, and it's
Jesus
gonna be
Christ.
good.
Are we doing that tonight?
It's gonna be yes. Look, if you
Nis-
have 25 minutes, that's enough time to write the blood ritual
You're
song.
not wrong.
all I'm.
Nisbet, the
not wrong.
Cluster Cast, was a wonderful amalgamation of myself, Xander, Kiwi, Majira, Mark Sparks.
yeah.
That's the children's division.
Boozy. Guys, that is a really hard panel to get off. If they are in one place at one time, we will absolutely redo the cluster cast. If you would like a cluster cast, let us know. We will do it. It's not something we just pull out of our asses. That was probably one of the most detailed-oriented panels we have ever run. So, of course, we'll run it again. It's just hard to get that many people together. I'm really drunk. Keep
I'm
going.
here to make fun of Majira's students, but
Okay.
it's okay. None of them are here. It's past their bedtime.
No, they're all awesome.
Oh! Hickory dickory dock.
Damn, Pepper. all
Jesus
right.
Christ.
Me and
Tyro
Majira
had,
are gonna have an actual celebrity boxing match because we're the same height,
No.
and everyone says Majira's taller than me. I'll fight him on height basis.
Let's not fight Majira.
Wait,
Let's
wait,
not
are
fight
we doing
Majira.
Celebrity deathmatch?
Yeah, I'm MSI or whatever his name. He's
Hold
the one
on,
that's
can
tall.
we do it in fursuit?
Oh,
Even
yeah,
more
definitely.
With sock'em boppers.
Oh,
Sock'em
This-
boppers.
Flops.
I know at
Sock'em
least 3 people.
boppers.
Behind that light up there is this light switch. It's literally on the ceiling. Could you
like
turn it
we'll
on?
actually go 13 rounds, and whoever gets the most exhausted.
Now move
in
around. That's
fursuit.
close enough. Nico, you know it.
Yay.
I don't
Yay.
understand.
Maybe it's not
That light,
switched.
it's probably broken. Thank you, Flops. Sorry.
With our luck.
Guys, we know it's very late at night. We're sorry we did not expect to go this long. But
Nope,
you
sorry
guys-
about that.
I had no idea we were going to get 100 people. I thought we were going to get like 40.
Oh no, they're
You're amazing. Thank you.
You
All
didn't
right.
know.
I did not know. Xander.
I just wanted to say, don't forget me for the final big shout out to our patrons.
Are we gonna take like 10 shots
we have
because they
all the
paid us
names?
way
I
too
do.
much money?
Here we go, guys.
You're
It's
gonna
been a
take all
long
that
time
shots.
coming. We do apologize. This is something we wanted to do on every. This is not the thing with the cup holder on it.
Sure ain't.
Xander, we have to list off all of our wonderful, wonderful people.
Yes.
Go ahead, Xander.
Everyone who at least gives us $3 a month. Here we go. Extendiv,
Excellent.
Catchsis, Dario.
Cassis.
We can't keep doing that. We have.
There-
We're gonna be here for a long time.
There is a
Yeah, and
lot
you're
of
saying
people.
them, so I'm saying them.
You
Okay.
give me some, I'll say 'em.
Twister Bernuski,
Pass it over to him.
Tobe Otter,
Hey, Thelp. No.
Ray, a big dragon. Okay.
Is there a
Fuchs.
comma there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there is
Ray,
a comma.
a big dragon.
My favorite character is Ray, a big dragon. Okay.
Fuchs
Great.
Svines,
Okay.
De Wolfwar, Dio Toss Devil.
Dio Toss Devil.
That's right.
Love
The
Dio.
devil of Toss.
Dio is
Wait,
awesome.
did I say it right?
Onyx, you're watching us at 3:22 in the morning. Go to bed.
You know who that is.
Keep
All right,
It's the weekend.
I know
Good
Dio.
nights.
here we go.
Me, her, and Dogpatch run
Thank
the
you,
whole
Australia.
Zen Wolf, Red Da, Mature Death, Poker Wolf, Sky Draco, White Shadow Hair, Vijo Libra, Ace Avis, Brandon Carey, Clutch Fox, Graphics the Dutch Angel Dragon.
Graphics.
Be-
Whoa, nice graphics.
Yeah, he's got the
With the
colors
graphics.
down his
Wait, hold on, I
face.
gotta reload.
Go.
B-Ray Echo, Raving Rundle, Deadly Kitten, Mama
Kitten.
A deadly
T,
one.
Malkavian Pranks, Eggman, which I forget his name, other name, but it always comes up here as Eggman.
Robotnik?
Robotnik, yeah.
Okay, Erner, you are amazing. Thanks for all the art.
What about Job Creator?
Shally. What about Okay,
Earner,
Dude,
Job Creator.
I'm gonna slap you.
Okay.
Hatter the Bear,
Hey, Hatter.
Legion Bunny, Serathin, Casey,
Seraphim.
Zen. Now we're getting to the big spenders. Shukin
I only
Flash.
I only do for little
You do yours backwards.
I am Shukin Flash.
He's
Leafy
in charge.
Greens, Dante Mackey.
Not
And
to
then
be
the
confused with
the
Argeo
last
Mackey.
tier, Tyro.
Last tier.
No, these guys
Then the
give us lots
shit
of money.
tier. Oh, the opposite.
Yes! Tyro, Skylar, Alturas, Sky, Wild, and Silver Gatoman.
Silver.
Guys, from the bottom of my heart, this show happens because of all of you.
Hold on. The bottom of his heart's like right here.
Yeah, I'm really fat. The bottom of my heart is probably down here in my liver.
Full of bacon.
Leave my dick alone.
I won't.
Guys, we had no idea when this started that we would even be doing live streams, let alone being able to support the live stream by what you guys do. We will always strive to make this show bigger, better, and more bravo-y than what we are all doing right now. You're amazing. Your generosity is unbelievable. And for the remainder of my life, I will always remember that list of names. Because no matter what it goes from here, no matter which way it goes, I will always remember that you guys got us started. The reason that we are able to do this show is everyone out there right now, 91 people watching, which we know was above 100 at one point, all the people that we just listed off, you're amazing, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Seriously.
It's insane. It is absolutely insane.
Do you want to wrap up soon?
Yo, so we're gonna take those shots and tell the goose story, or
Oh,
what?
we do
Yes.
need to take the shots and do the goose story. So here's what we're going to do. Xander, you had more questions.
No, I
John,
don't.
you know my indoor bar. Would you mind going and getting a decent bottle of tequila?
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna go pee.
And
Can
you
I-
go pee.
Can I just say
no,
this?
no, we finished all of that.
No.
Is there more?
I will buy more.
Oh,
I was
go ahead
gonna
and
say,
mention
is there
it now.
Jepsons
Go
or
ahead,
is there
yeah.
something else?
Okay, guys, just so you know,
I'm pepper now.
Boozy is a great friend of ours, and he was on here earlier. He's streaming now, but he was waiting for us and stuff. After we're done, go ahead and go over there and support him because he really needs it.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
Busey is an amazing Patreon of our show and an amazing furry. He jumped.
also needs your help to make poor decisions.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He's unlike any other furry, really.
If you're, Boozy was streaming a game, right?
Yes, he's on Twitch right
If
now.
you guys go to Twitch and search for Boozy Badger, you'll be able to find him. What was that?
He's a unique one, isn't he? He
He's
has
a-
a perspective that most other furries can't give. Because he's not
Oh,
only a lawyer,
a few
but
lawyers.
he's
What?
a
Hold on,
good lawyer.
Boozy is totally not streaming. He's still on our show.
Oh shit! I thought he was
Boozy,
streaming.
we had seen a message from you earlier that you were streaming at
I
like 9
thought
o'clock.
it too. I got a message that he was streaming.
Well, no, that just means he was peeing. He has an alarm now that tells you when a stream is coming out of his pee.
That
Oh,
being said,
neat.
John is inside right
That's
now.
exactly right. Neat.
John is inside right now getting us our shots. I owe you a story.
Are we
Standard
taking
drink.
shots?
Look,
Sure.
I need
Taking
about 2,000 of you to follow me because after the follower purge, a whole bunch of apparently political bots left me, and I went from 14 to 12K.
So before we go to the
Thanos.
final story, let's go around the circle over here. I know you don't have much of a Twitter account. Where should they follow you? Where? And what your name
Hey,
is?
for real, look up Splore, S-P-L-O-R. If you find a band
Good work,
and
boss.
it's
Show your
called
shirt.
Splore, it's my band. That's all I do. No one cares about prog rock. Please care about prog rock. I have no
Excuse
market.
you.
Follow me at
I'm gonna
Pepper.
give this to you. I know you can do this.
So it's not even really raining; it's just blowing. So the trees are blowing their
Right?
rain onto us.
It's-
Follow me at Pepper
that I
Pepper
can do.
Coyote, so I can refresh my
1-on-1.
hemp belt that we're now burning. Oh, that's nylon. Jesus.
Your hump belt.
Perfect. Passing it along. Do not drink
Johnny.
until the end.
Do not drink.
All right. So.
Huh?
What we're going to go around and do, that is Flops. Guys, you should be following Flops. Flops is unbelievable. He is an amazing bassist, and quite frankly, one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Google
He's a
Splore.
wonderful person. Flops, before we end this story with before we end the show with one last story, thank you for being here. I hope you join us again sometime.
This is amazing. I'd love to be back.
I would
Hopefully
love
it's
to have
raining
you back.
less.
I hope it's raining more. That's how I get off.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, sorry,
I know,
wrong
isn't
one.
that
Wrong
weird?
one.
That is
Wrong
weird.
one.
It's like
I'm a straight.
My
We got
bad.
another person. Thank you.
Hi.
Don't drink it yet. The duck
sorry,
story.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Ice.
I'm sorry,
Not
I'm
much, but your favorite
I'm
dude.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Icy. I know exactly.
By the time
who
we
you
finish
are.
this, it's gonna be tequila and water.
Who is it?
Ice is somebody who works with me on
Oh,
the
okay.
variety show at Anthrocon.
Hi.
The duck story. Once again, this story will probably, hopefully, never be told again. Pepper, I give you full permission to interrupt me when I need it.
Okay.
So there we were, walking through a parking lot when we found
In.
I'm so glad.
parking lot. I'm sorry, what do we call it? It wasn't parking lot OG. It was, yeah, parking lot OG Kush. Somebody at
From
some
my
convention.
dad.
No, this was before your dad. Somebody must have got spotted by the cops and ditched all of their weed in the parking lot at some convention.
What?
And our friend
I have
found
never
it.
heard of
Oh, we
this.
didn't tell you where we got it from. One of our friends found it in the parking lot, picked it up, and said, like, holy shit, guys, look what I found. And we were like, dude, parking lot OG, and Dragger, without missing a beat, kind of skipped and went, Kush. So we found drugs in a parking lot.
So, does this
What?
explain anything
Why would
for
you smoke that?
Why wouldn't you smoke it?
Because it could have things
I feel
in
like
it.
I've been. Never mind.
Yeah,
I
I've
too.
never smoked any drug in my life.
Never,
Never, ever.
None of us have ever smoked drugs. So there we were smoking drugs. So we went back to a room. He has never smoked. This is all a joke. So there we go. So there we go back to a room, and we go outside. We go outside to smoke cigarettes because all it was cigarettes.
They're definitely better, I guess.
Yes. And outside,
Good cigarettes.
on this path that went right past this guy's room, is a bunch of fucking geese.
So the reason this looks all weird is because this is the kind of hotel that's set up like a big square, and in the middle is the pool. So on the inside of said, like, so there's like a separate door that goes just towards the pool, not towards the hallway of the hotel. So you get this special sliding door. You step out, there's some mulch, then there's just like a little windy sidewalk kind of situation, and the geese are walking along this kind of windy sidewalk situation.
Now the geese have passed us up. This is a family of geese, a mama
Yeah.
goose, a daddy goose, and a ton of children goose.
Like
and
20.
they walked past us, and they went off to the side. And Pepper started yelling at the geese.
I was like, hey, Tony,
He did name the goose.
I heard you talking shit.
Well, Tony, a.k.a. Daddy Goose, turned around and started coming back towards us, to which Pepper, this genius over here, turns around. Dude, you walked past. If this were a land war, we won. We've got a flag. And planted a stick with toilet paper, which we have no idea where he got. He had toilet paper in his pocket, made a flag, and jammed it. It was a napkin? Okay, so he made a flag and declared the front porch ours. Well, this goose was having none of it.
Look, I'm well versed in the land obtaining strategies of the crackers.
So now we're
Us
all
honkies
having.
have been taking land in this fashion in this country
Honkies.
for hundreds of years.
Holy shit.
You show up, you plant a flag, it's yours. That's how George Washington taught me.
That's right. Manifest destiny, bitches.
Uh-oh.
So now
Are we taking this shot? Yeah.
we're all at the end. So
I've already
now
laughed half
I
of
do
it.
well with holding shots.
So now we are all standing outside, and Fox is standing by the door. Guys, we should go inside where it's safe. Pepper has angered the goose.
Where it's safe.
The goose is approaching us, and his family is behind him like a bunch of gangsters from the Chicago musical, like, quack, quack.
Do you mean West Side Story?
Yes.
The New York musical?
Yes.
He had a geese gang?
He had a geese
Like,
gang.
the goose was walking he was literally side-eyeing us, like, acting like he's not getting close to us as he is.
Now, here's the thing.
I pick up a rock.
He did.
A small rock.
A small rock.
I don't even hit the goose. I just throw it kind of near the goose.
Nowhere near the goose.
Okay, I
In
mean
the direction of the goose.
Yeah, Goose did not care at all. He just continued advancing.
And
He was
yelling
goose
at
stepping,
us.
that motherfucker.
He
stepping
was
right
goose
at us.
stepping, and he was honking at us, to which Fox legitimately panicked
He's out. He's
and
left.
said it was time to go inside. The
just
rest of us have decided we're fighting a goose.
We're gonna-
The rest of us have all decided
You
there's.
can't give ground.
Like,
No.
we weigh probably a combined 1,300 pounds, and this goose probably weighs 1,300 grams. I'll fight this goose.
So is Dan
So-
and like two other people?
So
no, it
Pepper-
was me, him, and two other people.
And there were more than two.
There's a lot of us.
There was a decent amount. So Pepper goes out like, I got this goose, and walks forward. The goose steps forward, and Fox, without missing a beat, this is how we die! Because apparently goose are murderers. The story goes on for a very long time of us holding ground against the geese, and the line I remember is this gentleman over here screaming, "You already walked past our turf, goose! This is gang warfare! We own this porch!" And throwing beer cans in no direction that would ever hit a goose,
It's like,
but just throwing them nonstop. So our savior, a gentleman from AV who was out there with it, goes, "I'm
Willem.
sick of this."
Willem Peterson, our
It was-
amazing lighting
do
director.
not give his
Willem.
name. Oh, God.
Willem Peterson. Son.
Willem
Pearson.
runs forward doing one of these, and everyone knows it.
No.
Running at the goose.
He does the exact same thing you do to a bear. He stands up and goes, ah! 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 And it's like, that's what you're actually supposed to do to a black bear.
The
That's
goose
Yes, a black
turns
bear,
around
qualifier.
and
You make a lot
starts
of-
walking
right.
away. And the thing I will never forget is Fox turning towards Willem and going, "Thank you for saving my life." And Dragor, the voice of reason during all of this, looking at Pepper and going, "You almost got us murdered by a quack quack." To which Pepper goes, "Honk. Thank you very much, quack quack honk. You're
Yeah.
amazing." That is the short version of the goose story. We all owe a shot of tequila. Guys,
We owe several.
we are going to keep drinking after we're gone. Johnny, force tap. Clink.
Hey,
Force
y'all-
tap.
y'all-
Clink.
Y'all are beautiful. You
For
deserve
your
everything that's
amazing
given to
flops.
Clinks for all the people at home.
Let's do
Could
this
reach you.
right.
Help.
Gentlemen, traditional Chicago furry toast. Are we ready?
All
you.
right.
Is this Malort?
No.
Overtend.
Here's to you, here's to me, forever friends we will be, and if we ever disagree, fuck you, here's to me.
All right.
Skull.
Oh.
Oh, God.
One more time around. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the human, John!
Yeah,
Yeah,
baby.
Skippy human.
This gentleman made the show happen 90 seconds beforehand.
Thank
We
you,
had major
Miko.
technical difficulties. Guys, we couldn't do without him. Let's give it up for Miko! You will You'll see him on stage at multiple convention with Fox and Pepper and sometimes on his own, which gets super sexy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Flops!
Flops!
And of course, our guest from last week, let's give it up one more time for half of the Fox and Pepper crew, one of the most talented people in the furry fandom. Guys, let's give it up for Pepper Coyote! Woo! Guys, as you all know, this is Xander. My name is Alkali. Thank you so much for joining us. We are about to write for you the Blood Ritual. We have a lot of projects coming up. One more time, a big shout out to Uncle Kage performing next weekend, to Boozy Badger, who might be streaming directly after this. We have no idea because we don't read our emails. We want to give another shout out to Pandaz. We want to give a shout out to Tien Long, and of course to the Dragon Show. If you guys are free on Sunday, we will be playing the Dungeons and Dragons episode this Sunday at 7 p.m. We will all be on the chat because it is a pre-recorded thing. There's far too much to happen to make it happen live. Kage has a stream tomorrow night, and what we figured out was 5 o'clock Eastern time. We hope you guys join him. He has been amazing to us. Kage, thank you so much for everything. And a thank you to everyone who has donated during this panel. Guys, I am so drunk. This gentleman over here, Miko, is working on buying us a repeater, which is what all of the money that you guys have just donated
I
is
just
gone.
got my hem license all of a sudden.
And he just got his hem
thank you
license.
so much.
Xander, finish it off.
I'm Xander.
I'm Alkali.
Goodbye, guys.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.
We're still
We
live.
love you guys too.
Is
You're
this what it's
amazing.
like every week?
Is this the
No.
part?
No.
Is this the part where I spray? Oh no, you have to spray the.
When do I get one
Oh,
of those?
lighter fluid.